morning, Shannon. Welcome to another beautiful, look at that, eh? That's the beauty. That's the absolute beauty of living in Ontario. Listen to me. Pouring down rain, overcast one day, and then you're going to get 10 days of sunshine. I couldn't get out early enough before the sun came up above the horizon. It's getting earlier and earlier. I'd have to be out here about 10 after 6 or actually about quarter after 6 to catch the actual sunrise itself. I guess it's coming up over the horizon there. That's what I really like. I did get to watch it this morning. I got to watch it from my back porch, but didn't get to share it with you. I'm sorry. 757, good to see you, brother. How's things, man? Ryan, hit the like. 757, hit that like button for me. Just soak up some of this. I'm just going to have a mouthful of coffee here. You don't need to listen to my big mouth yap. Enjoy the view for a few minutes. Good morning to everybody. You guys getting a wind? Are you guys hearing a wind? You guys are getting that too, eh? Okay. Just trying something. Good to see you, barefoot. You got the sunrise. You got the sunset 4 hours ago. Damn. Good morning, Camille. Good to see you. Hopefully your brother's listening to you make fun of your name or mess up your name. 8:48 p.m. Where the hell are you at 8:48 p.m.? I'm gonna say you're 8:48 p.m. Holy shit, you are like 14 hours ahead of me. I would say you're probably somewhere over in Australia, New Zealand, something like that. Sarah, good morning. How are you? Good to see you. Flexicano. 8:49 a.m. where you're at, so you're about 2 hours ahead of me. I'm 6:49 a.m. here in Alberta. Z said it, so you're from India. Well, welcome in from India, man. You're a long way away from me, but welcome. Rain says, what? Araba. Okay, man. I haven't got enough lung space to say all those A's. Barry, good to see you, man. Good morning. Oh, I've been getting it right. Okay, it's just my accent, right? Rel, good to see you, man. Rel's Indian. It's 12:50 a.m. Tuesday in New Zealand. So literally, if I jumped on a plane right now, Rain, and I came to New Zealand and then got off the plane and got back on the plane and come back, it'd be the same day for me. Z said it's first time seeing a sunrise. Come on, you've never seen a sunrise? Well, you're seeing one now. We're in Canada, and we're out in Alberta, Canada, the second last province of the far west. That's where we're at. And we're just sucking up a little sunshine here. That's all we're doing. We're not gonna have a long live going this morning. You thought you were in Mexico. Well, this is the Canadian prairies. A lot of this is very similar to, say, parts of Mexico. Even like if you get out into the Midwest or the Northwest of the United States, you get into Montana, Iowa, North South Dakota. This is what you see. And this is Alberta. We got what you're seeing here is prairies. There's nothing out there but cattle and oil pumps. Alberta is Canada. I thought it was Mexico. No, there's not a lot of Mexicans in Alberta. They're here. We got Mexicans here, but there's not a lot of them. Good morning, David. Damn good to see you, man. How the hell are you? English boy from Pakistan. The sun is about to disappear. Is it true weed legal in Canada so you can smoke in front of... Yes, absolutely. Well, to a degree, right? It's like drinking. You can't walk down the street with an open container of alcohol and drink openly like that. But I think if you're sitting, like, when it comes to smoking weed, I think if like you're sitting in a park, or if you're sitting, I don't know. You can walk into the store here and buy it though. Waiting on the clock to reset. Oh, that's the worst, isn't it? Are you in the last few minutes, or are you like you've got like an hour left and you're sitting at the driver's seat with the engine on and your hands on the steering wheel? I used to hate that, man. Skynet, damn good to see you. I'm doing well this morning. Look at you. How's the sunshine? Take a look for yourself, brother. What do you think of that? Oh, 2 hours. Oh, Dave, you should have gone back to bed. You're probably still laying in bed, actually, aren't you? You're not even out of bed yet if you got 2 hours left. Oh, that is the absolute worst. Did I find the $1 bill? No, I haven't found it. You've been ready for it to run for 2 hours. Yeah, that's the worst thing about coming off a reset, a 36. Or for your case, you guys only do 34, but when you're doing the resets on the road, you've already been sitting in that box. Right? You've been sitting in that box for 32 hours, and that last 2 hours is just absolutely killer, isn't it? Oh. What's going on, batshit? Damn good to see you, man. Smoke them if you got them. Get the coffee into you. Or if it's afternoon, crack a beer. Have a drink. Sit back. Relax. We're going to try to kill off 2 hours here for David Edwards. We'll try to keep him entertained while he's getting the last of his 34 in this morning. Smoking is legal. God made it with his hands. Justin, that's the way I look at it. If it grows in the earth, if it's something you can grow and pick and pretty much smoke or consume, it should be legal. As far as I'm concerned, it's just a herb, right? And a medicinal herb at that. So name an edit for an edit. What do you want, crack this morning? Did you wake up and grab the pipe instead of a smoke? Batshit, mushrooms, hey, you know what, if it comes out of the earth, It comes out of the ground if you can grow it, and it comes out of the ground, man. As long as you don't have to chemically do anything to it, I got no problem with it. Daya, how you doing? What are we doing? We're sitting here watching the sunrise, man. I can't think of a better way to start a day. You know, get up in the morning, have a coffee, take your dog for a walk. You know, get your eyes open, get your wits about you. And then grab your coffee, which I did. I've got my coffee here, and we're gonna sit and just watch a sunrise, man. Take that time in the morning. The rest of your day will fall into place if you can start your day right. That's as far as I'm concerned. It doesn't matter what else I got on the go today or whatever else I got to do today. If I can start my day off right, then you know what? And this is, to me, is starting my day off well. Alistair, the Radio Demon. That is a hell of a name. That is a hell of a name. Love that handle, man. Love that handle. I'd trademark that son of a bitch if I was you. Can you go hunting? I can if I want to. I don't hunt, though. Meth is cool. Never slept to the sunrise. Yeah, you do meth, and you're not going to see too many sunrises. I guarantee you that. Newberry Fever. Where are you guys coming up with these names? Damn. Yeah, it's nice, eh? It is, Dave. It is. I absolutely agree. What state are you in? Chad, I'm a Canadian. I'm up in Canada. And this is Alberta. And if you're an American, my province borders with Montana. If I go 3.5 hours south of where I'm sitting right now, I'll be in Montana. So we are out in the west. We've got Wild West country out here. Newberry Fever. You know what, man? We're just sitting here watching the sunrise. Look at that son of a bitch come up over there, eh? Here, there we go. It's in the day. I got it dead center in the middle of my screen. I'm not sure where it's looking on you guys, but yeah, Dave, I'm sorry about that. You know what? Unfortunately, the windshield of my car is pitted, right? So if I put the camera, like if I wash the windshield really well and I put the camera in here out the window, the damn camera will focus on the pits on the windshield, and I can't get it to go through the windshield and look at the sun. So I've got it mounted on the driver's side mirror, but it is a little windy today. I apologize for that, but at least we're not having the technical difficulties we had yesterday. Oh my God, that was horrible yesterday. I don't blame anybody who didn't watch yesterday. I can only hear the wind and not your voice. Son of a bitch. Well, for the next couple of minutes, just let's let the sun get up above my visor. You probably don't want me to yell, I guarantee you that. Have I talked to the gas pastor? I have not. I went to call him the other night and he didn't answer. I saw that he was in Motobombs Live yesterday. He popped in quickly, and so I was watching him. I was watching him there. But have I spoke to him in person? I have not. I'm probably going to give him a shout this afternoon and check in and see how him and Red Lady are doing. I'm a little concerned. So I just want to check in and make sure he's all good. Chicken Jockey. There you go, YT. There's your free one today. Chicken Jockey. He'll be all right, Dave. He'll be all right. Guy's like a fucking dandelion, man. You cut him down, he pops right back up. He'll get there. Newberry, so do I. So do I. It's a hell of a way to wake up in the morning. It's a beautiful way to wake up in the morning. I'm fortunate to where I live in Alberta that I'm right on the outside of town, and there's nothing in my way. Like we're looking due east, straight at the sun, and there's nothing here. If you walk out into that field and you keep walking, you're going to be you can walk right to the next province and not see another person or building. Samantha Gibb, how are you? Samantha, I'm doing really well this morning. I really am. I got nothing to complain about this morning, let me tell you. I just saw the notification, Sick Bastards going live in about half an hour. If you don't know who that is, go check that out quickly. Good to see you, Craig Rat. Been quiet this morning. Cleaning a deprived home, so a young baby doesn't get sick no more. There you go. Never hurts to help the fellow man, eh? You feel like absolute shizer? Oh, excuse me. I had one of those. Actually, yesterday I had one of those. I wasn't feeling it yesterday. I wasn't feeling the live yesterday. I wasn't feeling nothing. I was having one of those old man days where I just did not want to get up. I didn't want to do anything. And you know, you got to force yourself to move, eh? I fucking tell you, sometimes it is absolutely rough getting up and moving and getting your day started. David, 100% agree. David Todd. A simple life with no drama. I have learned that lesson the hard way, my friend. I have learned that lesson the hard way. You know, there doesn't have to be something on fire at all times in your life. You know, it's nice to wake up, or it's nice to have a day or a couple of days, or even just live your life, you know, with no drama and no bullshit and no whatever. I learned that lesson a little later in life, and I'm still learning it today. Good morning for your, preparing for your coffee and your Olivia V. Milano Maduro cigar to smoke. Oh, that boy. Oh, I'm jealous. I am jealous. That shit crazy. It is Cinco de Mayo today. So what do you say about that? Is it Happy Cinco de Mayo Day? I don't know. Anybody know? All I know is there's going to be a lot of cantinas all tore up, and the music will be on and the parties will be going. That's all I know about Cinco de Mayo. There's a lot of happy people drinking today. Happy May 5th. I'll take that. Ryan, I'll take that all day long, man. Chad, we try to do this every morning, right? I'll do it usually 5 or 6 days in a row in the morning, and then I'll take 3 or 4 days off, right? So that's basically what I try to do. We try to get out here in the morning, we watch the sun come up, and then I'll turn the camera around, and you poor bastards will have to look at me for a while, and then we'll just chit chat and talk and bullshit and make up stories about women we've had that we never did, and places that we've been that we've never gone, and, you know, just good old-fashioned bullshit. Even every once in a while, we'll talk about something that's important. Next week, Blitz Week. Yeah, it's Cinco de Mayo. Yeah, next week is Blitz Week, and there's a good chance I'm going to be on the road for that. I might just keep the truck parked for another week and just let that one go by. It's Mexican Independence Day. There you go. fun meme hub from Sri Lanka. Welcome in from Sri Lanka, man. You are welcome here. Come on in, sit down, relax. If you got a burning desire to say something, absolutely say it. There's no rules here. We do ask that you have a couple of courtesies, you know. Keep it fairly clean in the chat. You can swear. I got no problem with you swearing, but don't be swearing at each other. You got something you want to say to me, knock yourself out. I don't care about that, but there's no bullying and no bullshit and no drama in the chat. So, and if you behave yourself and you can manage to do that, then you know what? Hey, speak your mind and say what you want. If you can't, then there's a couple of moderators. Kamal's already here. There's a couple of moderators in there, and they will stomp your nuts into fucking dust and just get rid of you if you don't want to play right. Sri Lankan Independence Day is February 4th. David, I'm not even going to try to pronounce what you just wrote there. My Spanish is about as good as my Russian. Is that a canal over there? No, actually it's not. It's just a ditch, right? If you look here, let's do this. Oh, wrong way. Sorry. If you look way over there, right, that's all the prairies and the flat. And then as the prairies come, it ends right there where that ditch is. And that ditch goes all the way up to where you see it. And then it branches off to the right. And then it goes up to the highway. Right off to my right-hand side here is the Trans-Canada Highway. Highway number 1, highway number 2. And I don't know what the hell that is. Well, why it's there? It's been there as long as I've been here. So I couldn't tell you. Buy 'em cheap and bury 'em. Buy 'em cheap and bury 'em deep. That's what I always say. Susie says she's going to kill the owner of this house. You know what? You can't account for some people. If you're in there taking care of business and it's not some person in there and it's not their fault, then you can't hold it against them. But there's no accounting for cleanliness or lifestyle. Stewie, what do we hunt out here? Well, in Alberta, there's deer, bison, fox and coyote are considered legally considered a nuisance out here. So you can literally shoot those at will, right? There are just so many of them. But we got a lot of deer, bison. What else have we got out here? We got a fucking ton of. The only thing we don't have out here really to hunt is moose, right? Boars. No, not really a lot of boars out here. The moose all pretty much stay anything anything east of Manitoba, and I think the moose know where the Ontario-Manitoba border is, and they don't cross it, so they're pretty much in Ontario. You get into northern Ontario, northern Quebec, you can stand on the roof of the car and throw a rock in any direction and hit a moose. But if you've got property, now let's just say I was sitting on my back porch right here, and all of what you see there, all that land there, say that was my property, I can literally sit on my own property and I'm allowed to just, if I see coyote or fox walking across, you just pick them off. Like I said, they are considered a nuisance out here. Free Andrew Tate. Mike, is he in trouble again? I don't know. I don't know what kind of shit Andrew Tate's into these days. May the blessings of Buddha be upon you. You know what? I'll take that, man. Thank you very much. I'll take that. Paul Rizzo, g'day from Melbourne, Australia. Brother, you are a long way from here. You are a long way from here. I have a daughter that lives in Melbourne. My second oldest daughter, she lives in Melbourne, her and her boyfriend. She likes it there. Obviously, she likes it there because she's not here. Mobile Grain, try harder. Do better. Do better. You got to do better than that. Be a better person. Good morning from Glendale, New York. Joseph, good to see you, man. You know what? I don't know if I've actually been to Glendale, New York. I've trucked through New York extensively, through New York a lot, because I'm an Ontario kid, and I was born and raised there, and most of the trucking that I've done, my home terminal has always been in Ontario, and New York is the biggest state that's south of Ontario. And so I've done a lot of trucking through New York. Glendale, I can't say that I've been there, man. I can't say that I've been there. My blessings of Lucifer Morningstar shower upon you. You know what, Mike? I'll take that too, man. What's up? There we go, Bull. It's not it's the, as in the one and only, the Bull of the Woods. Damn it, TJ, good to see you this morning. If I know TJ, he's probably got, he's got half a pound of burger, half a pound of ground chuck, or half a pound of ground pork. He's got his coffee, a couple of hash browns, or maybe just some hash. If you know TJ, he's got a good breakfast going this morning. The son of a bitch makes me goddamn hungry every morning when he comes in, lets me know. I'd like Glendale. Oh, I got no problem with New York, man. I love New York. New York, as far as I'm concerned, is probably, especially upstate, is one of the most beautiful provinces, one of the most beautiful states to drive through. It really is. It really is absolutely stunning up there. What flavor of truck do you like? What flavor? It's been a long time since I've eaten a truck there, Stewie, but I own a 2020 Cascadia, Freightliner Cascadia, but if I won the lottery tomorrow and I could just walk in and pay cash for any truck that I want, I'd be driving the same thing Chicken Hawk drives. I'd be driving a brand new 2025 T680 Kenworth. Absolutely gorgeous truck. Gorgeous truck. C4 this AM, prepping chicken fried steak. Oh. One day, TJ, I'm gonna go live from your place. I'm gonna be sitting at your place eating breakfast. We're gonna be eating breakfast. You and I'll eat breakfast, and we'll go live, and we'll watch the sunrise at your place. Subaru country. Not a lot of Subarus out here, man. Alberta is a Ford and a Dodge province. Don't get me wrong, they got Subarus out here, and this is pickup truck country. Everybody out here has got a pickup truck, right? Everybody out here has got I think I'm the only one without a pickup truck out here. Everybody's got a pickup truck out here, and they're all Fords and Dodges. Now, mind you, I've seen recently the Toyota Tundra is pretty popular out here as well. But this is primarily Dodge and Ford country. Chevy's out here too, but it's Ford and Dodge out here. Did somebody say chicken? T-Bone? It's funny, a guy with a name like T-Bone talks about chicken. I've never had a T-Bone chicken before. Trucking with T-Bone, ladies and or gentlemen, if you got 5 minutes of your day, you got nothing to do, go check out T-Bone's channel. If you like chicken, frying red potatoes and splurging carbs, oh. The way you make breakfast, I got to make sure I got to take 2 cholesterol pills that morning when I wake up. Are you kidding me? I drive a horse and buggy. I'm Amish, and I'm about to make a run for it to Canada. JJ, give that a try and let me know how that works out for you. If you make it across, look me up. I'll sponsor you. I bet you've never had a T-bone wing either. Dude, no, I've never had a T-bone wing either. I didn't even know there's such a goddamn thing. I've seen the wishbone on a chicken. Yeah, Chad, I've seen a wishbone. Never said a T-bone. Maybe T-Bone should change his name to Truckin' with Wishbone. I'm leaving the compound. No more hailing to Jesus 24/7 and working for free. That's a personal choice. Time to brew some coffee. It's 7:16 a.m. here. What time is it there? It is 7:16 where I am, Stewie. 7:16 a.m. where I am. I apologize about that wind. If you guys are catching that, I really do apologize. I cannot, I can't put the phone. I've got the phone mounted on my driver's side mirror, and I can't put it in the window because the camera won't look through. My windshield's pitted, so it won't look through the windshield. The damn camera will focus in on the pits on the windshield. So we're almost, the sun's almost high enough that it's above my visor, and then I can bring the camera in and we'll turn it around. Manish, good to see you, man. How the hell are you? Jeff, good to see you. I love the wind. It's real. Well, it's real today. It's the sun's up and it's beautiful, but it's only 4 degrees Celsius here today right now. Well, right now. But it's only 7:17 this morning in the morning. So it's going to warm up to about 14 today. 14 or 15, which for us is good. Like I'm wearing a hoodie and a pair of shorts, you know. I don't know what 14 degrees is in Fahrenheit. Sorry, guys. I know most of you are American, and you guys run in that goofy thing, you know, that imperial thing. You don't do metric, so I don't know what it is. Yeah, Jeff, exactly. That's the easiest way to pick off a Canadian, right? Everything's in Celsius. Now, on the flip side of that, Jeff, I couldn't tell you how long a meter is, or a centimeter, or a millimeter, or a milliliter, or a liter, you know. I know that there's 3.79 liters in a gallon, right? If you ask me to drive a kilometer, I'd probably miss it by about 500 feet. But if you ask me to drive a mile, I'd probably nail it within a few inches. Everything in my life, being a truck driver, has been in miles and inches and feet, and you know, it's just part of my business. 51 Fahrenheit there. There you go. There you go. "51 ain't that cold." I look down and see centimeters. Well, yeah. In some cases, it works on your it benefits you, doesn't it, Jeff? If somebody says, you know, your woman says, "Well, how big is that thing?" You can look down and say, "Oh, I got 11 down there." Yeah, 11 centimeters. And what's that, like 4 inches? I don't know what the conversion is on that, but it does work on your behalf, as long as you don't say it's centimeters. I got 9. I'm packing 9 down there. There you go. American air is so clean, unlike my country, India, which has a big air pollution problem. Depends on where you are in America or even Canada. You know, there's certain cities you go into in the U.S. and Canada where, you know, you in Canada, for example, you know, you got like Hamilton. It's a steel town, sort of like Pittsburgh. You know, before you get there, you know, 15 miles before you get to Hamilton, you can smell it. And then once you're in it, you know you're in it because you're gasping for your breath because it's just a polluted city. Some of our bigger places up here do have pollution. You don't see it so much out in the West here. We really don't. The air, well, here's a good example. If you look at that sun, and if you look at the rings around that sun right now, the air is so clean out here. It looks like the sun is actually burning a hole in the sky. Like, we've got, like, the air out here where I am is very clean. Very clean. There's no industry out here, right? There's no big factories putting out pollution. There's no big steel mills. No, there's a couple of steel mills, but they're not, you know, they're not all clustered together making up a lot of pollution. So it's not a bad place. Like right now where I'm at, there's nothing here. The town that I live in, there's no industry, right? There's absolutely zero industry. And the air is clean and dry. There's no humidity here. Jeff, you just keep firing them off, man. Keep firing them off. It's not much worse compared to India. Well, you know what? I'll be honest with you, man. I've never been to India. It's one of those places that I would like to go. I've quite a few friends. I'd like to go to India. I'd like to go to quite a few of those countries over there. I have quite a few friends that are from there. I have people that I know that live there, and it's one of those places that I've never been and that I would like to. I'd like to see. Is that plastic flapping over by the ditch? Yes, it looks like it's a piece of shrink wrap or something. I should be a good guy and go over and pick that up, eh? I should be. Can you see the Dallas smog? You can see the Dallas smog. It's the same thing, right, Ryan? It doesn't matter where you go. You get into the big cities, you know, Dallas, Atlanta, Chicago. Chicago's a bad one. You can smell Chicago from Indiana. Parts of New York, New Jersey. Yeah, you go anywhere in New Jersey. You get, especially if you get out down into the port area. You know, Newark. Oh my God, there's a fucking cloud that sits over Newark 24/7. Good morning. There he is. We were just talking about you, STD. Good to see you, my brother. Good to see you. I think Dave Edwards is tromping around through the chat somewhere. We were just talking about you. Your ears must have been burning. Ooh, I am sorry about that wind. Portland is a clean town except for the leadership. Dude, that's pretty much everywhere, right? The fucking leadership like I said, I'm Canadian, but it makes no goddamn difference, Canadian or American. Tubes, where am I? I'm in Alberta. Alberta, I'm Canadian. So I am in Alberta, Canada. The home of maple syrup. Well, Canada is, but there's no maple syrup trees. There's no maple trees out in Alberta. They're all in Ontario and Quebec and parts of New Brunswick. But we are the world leaders in production of maple syrup, poutine, and strippers. Our national animal is a beaver. So if you really like beaver, come on up and see our Canadian beaver. Jim, good morning, man. Damn good to see you. Appreciate you as always. Video premiere this afternoon, episode 24. What time's that dropping, Sterling? What time are you going to drop that at? You had a nice weekend with Red Lady. Well, yeah, that's what we were kind of hoping. Also, in Canada, we have a province called Quebec, and it's primarily French, right? It's primarily French. It's a French province. So, and their contribution to Canada is poutine, which is French fries with cheese curds that are made in Quebec, and they're the best in the world. And then they put beef gravy on that, and then they melt it, and it is like a heart-stopping pleasure. It really is. So their contribution to Canada is poutine and strippers. So that's what we're known for. We've got maple syrup, poutine, and strippers, and we got some of the best fishing in the world up here. I see Fate Trucking. Fate Trucking has found his way in this morning. Good to see you, Fate. I'll be just south of Canada this weekend, Minnesota fishing opener. Attaboy. Make sure you, make sure you pay the tariff on those Canadian fish, eh? We've already talked about this. She had to work today, and I'm fixing and editing video. There you go. Take some time for yourself and take care of that. I think about 3 p.m. it'll drop. 3 p.m. your time, and you're an hour behind me, right? So, all right, we'll be watching that. You got to watch guys like Fate Trucking, though. You got to keep an eye on those sneaky buggers, right? Fate does a lot of ice fishing, and he fishes up in northern Minnesota and and it borders with the Canadian. Some of the lakes up there, the border runs right through the lake. So the fish that bait are taken, he drops a line, but the line he might drop the line in the United States, but he's actually pulling fish out of Canada. So we got to watch guys like that taking our fish. Trumpy Trump's gonna tariff your fish bait if he finds out what you're up to. Susie, how big's the beaver? Dude, you're living dangerously, brother. Can I say about? There you go. I know you make fun of me as a Canadian about the way I say about. There you go. Where are you in Canada, man? I'm in Alberta. I'm second last province on the far west of the country. And where I'm at right now, I'm down in I'm almost like dead center of the like center, but in the south. I'm at the south end of the province. I'm about 3.5 hours north of Montana. Might have to visit one day. Come on up and visit. Come on up, hang out. Thought you were putting gravy on the strippers. Well, we do. That's the thing. The French strippers, they don't know how to say no. I'm a sovereign citizen. Government means nothing to me. Oh, if I was to try and say that fate, I'd be probably put in cuffs and carried away in Canada. Canadian government does not allow you to have free speech up here. We can actually be put in jail or arrested or harassed for some comments that we make. That doesn't stop me. It doesn't stop me. You guys know as well as anybody that I got no problem dragging my political leaders in Canada. They're dragging their names and their careers through the dirt. I really don't care. I think as Canadian citizens, or even as an American citizen, I think it's our responsibility. It's your responsibility to hold your political leaders accountable. The problem is they don't care. They just don't care. Good morning, Cindy. Good morning, damn it. Good to see you this morning. Thank you so much for being here. Munching on pork rinds and watching these two unload, about to throw punches. There you go. You know what, Shannon? You got the trifecta this morning. You get entertainment. You get to look at me. You get more entertainment. You get to watch two guys probably pound the piss out of each other, and you're eating pork rinds. You nailed it. It's the same here these days. I'll problem me an MS-13 gang member because of my tattoos. Yeah, that's profiling. If I've got tats, I've not yet had somebody harass me. I'll receive a one-way ticket. Yeah, I've not yet had anybody harass me for tats, but I do get looks. You know, do I look? Now, mind you, do I look like I'm not as much as a gangster as you are, Fate. You know, I don't have that anymore. For those of you that don't know Fate Trucking, definitely please go check out Fate's channel. Fate Vlogs. I always want to say Vlog. I don't know why, but Fate Vlogs. He's a truck driver. He's an owner-operator. He's an American driver. He runs primarily out of the northern state of where he comes from. And he runs LTL reefer freight from one end of the country to the other. And he documents his journey. It's a good watch. It really is a good watch. Unloaders. I knew what you meant. I knew what you meant, Shannon. I hope, you know what, Shannon, I hope you're watching me on your tablet and you've got your phone free, right? At least if these guys start throwing punches and they let it go, you gotta record that. Right? You hit the go for the 3 minute short. I haven't seen a good knock 'em down brawl or scrap in a while at a truck stop or anything like that. It's been a while since I've been able to see a really good one. I've seen some slappers. You know, two guys get out the front of the truck, they put their head down and start flailing like chickens. I've seen a bunch of those, but I haven't seen a real good, grab them, knock them down, you know, beat the piss out of it. Both guys come up off the ground, and a couple of them both are missing a couple of teeth. That's a good scrap for me. You know, that I like to watch. Be involved in, maybe not so much. I'm getting a little old and a little fat to be fighting these days. I'm good. If I get into a fight these days, I'm good for about 35 seconds, and after that, you win. I'm winded. I've had it. I'll have had enough. We've had gloomy weather all weekend, but it gave us some time indoors. I did run the tractor during the thunderstorm until the lightning got close. Yeah, that's just what I want to hear, Sterling. I want to hear that my friend was out on a tractor in a fucking lightning storm and got taken out by lightning, sitting on a tractor. I'm glad you're using a little common sense. Sounds like a cripple fight from South Park. That's exactly what it sounds like, Crag Rat. You nailed that one. Sent pics of my sunrise. Awesome. Well, I'll definitely take a look at those in a minute. Unfortunately, I'm using the phone to stream today, so if you guys are sending me anything, I have to wait until the stream is over to look at it. Hold on, this goddamn sun keeps moving. There we go. There we go. I've got the mount on the driver's side mirror, so I can move the mirror without touching the phone. You guys still picking up a lot of wind? Like, is there still a hard wind sound going through here? Greetings from Turkey. Gauze vibes, greetings from Turkey. Well, man, greetings from Canada. Hold on a second. Let me get my last mouthful of coffee here. Hold on. Oh, damn, it's good. Tell me about San Jose. You know what? I can't tell you jack shit about San Jose. I've never been there. You know who you should ask about San Jose that would know? The guy right below you, Sterling. He'd probably know a whole lot more about San Jose than I do. Greetings from the Philippines. Shane Legs, Philippines. Welcome in from the Philippines, man. Love it. Oh, that's not nice. That's not nice. If we could be a little nicer to each other, it would be appreciated. Say what you want to me, but you know what? Keep it straight in the chat, please. Greetings from Botswana. I don't even know where Botswana is, man. I don't have a goddamn clue where even Botswana is. Where the hell is that? I've heard the name, right? And I know it's a country. I don't have a clue where it is. I really don't. Definitely hear wind, but it's okay. I can hear, and we also know it's real. There you go. There you go. Again, I'm not as technologically advanced as, say, Sterling is when he does his lives, and he's got the microphones, and he's got the cordless and the wireless mics that he's got in, and, you know, his sound quality is, like, so absolutely superior. I don't have that. Basically, I'm hanging a phone on a driver's side mirror here. Rule number one rule: don't be a dick. Hey, if you got to be a dick, that's fine. If you got to be a dick, that's fine. But bring it to me. David Edwards. Okay, Botswana's in Africa. All right. So at least I got a general idea. Africa's a big goddamn place, though. SFH, good morning, man. Good to see you again. always a pleasure. Thank you so much for being in here. Rode microphones are your secret. Yeah, well, you've got it down to a science now. I don't have that, and I'll be honest with you. I don't have, what's rule number 2? Listen to rule number 1. I don't have that. Like I said, I'm not really interested in investing in Rode mics and everything like that. I will maybe once I start riding, or and even once I start trucking. But even once I start trucking and start doing the lives from the truck while we're driving, you know, everything on there goes through a GoPro. So Randy, you might be a decent man, but we're all sinners when compared to the holy righteousness of Jesus Christ. Luke 5:32 states, I have not come to call thy neighbors, but sinners to repentance. Thank you very much for that, man. Appreciate that, Randy. I subscribe. I'm about to brew up some coffee. Well, Chad, thank you for that. I do appreciate the sub. I don't ask for you guys to subscribe. I appreciate when you do. All I ask is that you hit the like button, man. You know, just hit the like button. If you feel like subbing, I appreciate it. We hit a milestone the other day, I think on last Friday. Was it Friday or Saturday? I can't remember. Sterling might remember better than me, but we broke 12,000 subs. We broke the 12,000 mark, and we're steadily climbing. Now we're looking at, I think we're like 51 or 52 something subs away from 12,100. So we're climbing steadily, and it's, you know what, man, this is nothing that I'm doing. You guys are doing all the heavy lifting, man. I'm just the mouth that talks. That's all I'm doing. I'm just the mouth that talks out here. Always pay road burner in coffee. That's rule number 2. Yeah, coffee and cigars. I have one more tidbit. God doesn't forsake you ever. Again, Randy, thank you very much for that. An hour and 23 minutes to go. Grr. Hey, man, Dave, I'm doing the best I can with what I got here, bro. Virginia and Georgia and the Carolinas giving me love. Oh, those are probably 3 of my favorite areas of the country to be in. They really, truly are. They truly are. I love those parts of the country. I love driving through it. I've never driven through in my personal car. Actually, that's a lie. I've driven down to South Carolina from Ontario, down to Myrtle Beach, but I've always driven through in a truck. I've never gone through in my personal vehicle where I could actually take the time and hang out. Are you in Africa? I'm at 99 subscribers. Somebody go over to Sterling Trucking Delivers and just sub. Let the poor bugger hit 100 today. Am I in Africa? No, man, I am not in Africa. I am sitting over in Canada. Alberta, Canada. Probably, in my humble opinion, the most beautiful province in Canada. We've got prairies, like what you're looking at right now. And if I go 3 hours, not even 3 hours, about 3 hours. If I go 3 hours west of where I'm at right now, I'll be in the mountains. You know, I can be up in Canmore, up in Banff. I can be up in the mountains, and I guarantee you, I will. The Canadian mountains and the scenery up there, they go toe to toe with any other mountain range in the world for beauty and things to do. Randy, I appreciate you stopping in here and spending your time and giving us a few comments. Thank you very much. So when are you going to be able to crunch some pork rinds again, Wilbur? Well, Shannon, let me tell you, man, I'm counting the days as well. I really am. The day is coming. I think I'm under 2 weeks now. 2 weeks. I'll have everything all. The new teeth will be here. Everything will be there here in 2 weeks, and I should be munching. Actually, pork rinds is nice. Pork rinds is good. But what I'm looking forward to, man, is eating corn on the cob. I'm telling you, Shannon, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go out, buy a corn on the cob, and I'm going to be eating corn on the cob. How far to the USA, Chad? I'm 3.5 hours. Not actually, yeah, but 3.5 hours to the Montana border. I can be in Montana in 3.5 hours. So it's a nice little jaunt. It's a nice little jaunt. Montana is a gorgeous state. I don't know where you're at, Chad. I don't know where you're at, or if you've ever been to Montana, but that whole part of the United States, that whole area up there, that northwestern area, Montana, Wyoming, North South Dakota, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful country up there. Beautiful country. Flatbed, good to see you. Am I taking pictures? No, what I'm doing, I got my hand beside the camera. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to block the wind. Unfortunately, it's a little windy here. I don't know how successful I'm being. You know, I don't know how successful this is being right now. I don't know if you guys are getting the wind or not, but if every once in a while, like there, I just did it again. I'm just nudging the camera. Sorry about that. If your eyes are a little fuzzy this morning, it's not you, it's the camera. Every time I got to move the chat. Like if I get behind in the chat, I have to scroll down. It kind of gives the camera a little jolt as well. Canada is big. How far up? How far you're far? Chat, I'll get my mouth working. There's nothing wrong with your typing. It's my mouth. How far up north? Well, I just kind of answered that, right? I'm up just north of Montana. I'm from Asia. Wong Bai. What? Wong Baija. I don't know if it's Baija or Beija. Is it Wong Beija? I apologize, man, if I screwed up your name. It turns out time difference between house and your house is quite different. Yeah, well, right now it's 7:42 a.m. at my place right here where I am. They call Montana God's country. Well, that whole area up there is God's country as far as I'm concerned. Because, man, as you're driving through it, you're going, oh, my God. You know? It's absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. I love to truck. I love to drive through Montana, Wyoming, the Dakotas, parts of Oregon. Oh, you said I'm far up north. I'm not that far. I'm not that far. A lot of Americans got the wrong idea about Canadians. They think that we live in igloos and we hunt seal pelts all year round. You know. Fayette County, Georgia. Have I been through Fayette County? I think I'm pretty sure I've been through Fayette County. I've trucked a lot through that whole area. Georgia, Kentucky, Tennessee, all of those places. I've trucked fucking millions of miles through those parts of the country. Love it. I love the view, love the people. I don't love the hills. I'm an owner-operator, so I pay for my own fuel. So it's a little tough on fuel, but it's still beautiful to drive through. 3 hours. No, here it's already nighttime. It's 9 o'clock. Woo! Where are you? Where the hell are you? Maybe, I don't know. I can't remember if you said where you are or not. If you don't mind saying, you don't have to say where you are. Absolutely, keep that to yourself if you want to. I'm just sitting here thinking. I'm kind of curious if Shannon Thomas has a fight going on over there. I hope she's recording it because I'd really like to see it. For me, you're in Indiana, so you're an hour ahead of me, Chad. You're an hour ahead of me. Just don't tell me you're from Gary. Please don't tell me you're from fucking Gary. Indonesia. There you go. Thank you for that, Indonesia. So it's your nighttime. You guys are getting ready to wind it down and get ready for bed. Me and my wife are purchasing a mini RV to drive and explore all over America, including Canada. We'll fly to Belize and explore Central and South America next. That sounds like a hell of a nice idea. That is a hell of a good idea. I will sit and say, you know what? I'm very fortunate because of my career. I've been able to see. I've seen all 48 states. I've been to all 48 states and all the provinces. I haven't been to Northwest Territories or the Yukon or none of it, but I've been everywhere in between. I haven't been to Alaska, and I haven't been to Hawaii. But I've seen everything. I've seen like the absolute beauty of both these countries. But I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little jealous, because would I like to do it in an RV? Oh, damn yeah, I'd love to do it in an RV. That would be awesome, where you can take your time, stop when you want, see what you want, hang out for a couple of days in one place if you find a nice place, you know? You're near Lafayette. All right. Okay, so you're allowed to be here. Actually, I'm fucking with you. I don't care if you're from Gary, Indiana. Rough part of town, though. Rough part of town. I used to deliver steel just over the Illinois line in Illinois. So we used to have to park at the Loves or the Petro down there in Gary. And let me tell you, man, you know you're in a rough part of town when the fucking both truck stops got security cars driving around all day and night. Not just at night, but even during the day. No, Ryan, for the ice roads, we ran the ice roads. We were northern Ontario and northern Manitoba. Not Alaska. I wasn't out there. Come here, sir. There are lots of delicious foods that you know what? I got no problem with that, man. That's like I like to eat. I really do. I am a bit of a picky eater. I'm a bit of a baby when it comes to that. Good old U.S. Steel. You know where I'm talking about. Flatbed, yeah, that's where I was taking it, and you've probably been there a million times yourself, man. I'm a bit of a picky eater. Now, that's not to say that I won't try something new. I will always try something before I say I don't like it. But I have found that being a picky baby, the way I eat is just, you know, I'm a picky guy. I am, for all intents purposes, just a meat and potatoes guy. I don't eat vegetables. Well, that's not to say, okay, I eat potatoes and I'll eat corn and I eat carrots, but do I eat spinach or fucking cauliflower or hell no. Hell no. I am that asshole that when I go to the keg, or if I go to the Outback, or if I go somewhere and I order a steak, I order my steak and I order my baked potato, and I tell them, do not put any vegetables on the plate. You put a vegetable on the plate, I'm going to send it back. So Milky, what's that? Milky Jade County, Georgia. Never heard of it. Well, look it up. If you ever want to drink beer, I'll post my social media in the bio. Yeah, you do that, man. Yeah, U.S. Steel. What's the name of? There's another one down there as well, Flatbed. U.S. Steel. It's been a while since I've been there. There's another one there. We used to take coils and flat bar into U.S. Steel. And then we used to take, there's another one down there, and we used to take super sacks, right? Super sacks of some kind of mineral that they use to clean the ovens with. It's a chemical that they use to clean the ovens with. I've been, Chad, I've been an owner-operator for 24 something years, and I've been trucking just over 35. My career is just about done. Just about done. The judge says it's time to oil up. Hey, depends on what you're doing there, Judge. Oh, bad Wi-Fi. Try harder. Do better. I'm picky too. I only either eat tacos. My wife's tacos are delicious. Heavenly, heavenly fun. There you go. I love tacos. Tacos are like one of my kryptonites. You put tacos in front of me and it's embarrassing. It is embarrassing. There's a really, really, really good taco place in Canmore, up in the mountains there. Really good taco. Oh, it's like, Shannon, I love them more than you. Trust me. I love tacos more than you. And again, I have to eat the soft tacos for obvious reasons, but I can't wait till I can crunch into a nice hard taco, a hard shell taco. And sushi. Okay, you went and now you're swearing at me. Please keep the chat clean, Shannon. We don't use words like sushi or tofu or anything like that in here. Those are bad words, baby. We don't talk about that in here. Do I live in Vancouver? No, Vancouver is the province, the next province west of me. That's in British Columbia. I'm in Alberta. So no, I'm not. I live just down in the south, about the south end of Alberta, just north of Montana. Hassan says hi. Well, Hassan, good to see you. Hassan Riz. Good name, man. Love your name. Bad Wi-Fi. Do you like the emojis I send? On my phone here, the emojis, you really got to look at them. If you take me for sushi, well, I'll take you out for dinner, or I'll take you out for lunch, but we're not eating sushi. We'll be going for tacos, or we're going for steak. You eat more steak than I do, Shannon, so you shouldn't have a problem getting a steak into you. Oh my God, sushi. Oh my God, you guys are something wrong with you people. There is absolutely something wrong with you. You guys are communists. You guys are communists. Good morning, Craig. Damn good to see you, my man, as always. Careful, little bro, you're on the list. Keep them cheeks glued together or else the Drake snake is going to end up in a mystery place. Dude, I am always shucking and jiving and moving. You will never catch me sitting still for more than a couple of hours. On the road again, moving, possibly Alberta. Well, that's your call and your call alone. There's more Canadian, there's more people from Ontario and the eastern provinces that now live in Alberta than there are actual Albertans. Do you like pizza? Hassan, that is my other kryptonite. I love pizza. My girl and I made pizza the other night at home. My good God, man. We literally sat on the couch with pizza and dipping sauce, watching TV, and let me tell you, neither one of us said a word. There's no talking. There's absolutely no talking when there's pizza or tacos or things like that when we're eating. Love pizza, love pasta. Texas street tacos. That's good dog, man. Tommy Chong. You know, in Alberta, I'll be honest with you, out here in Alberta, we don't have a lot of good street meat. You want really good street meat, like taco trucks, food trucks, and they got that in Toronto. You go to Toronto, Ontario. Montreal's got them. Quebec, really, really good street meat out there. And I mean, it's worth standing in line for. Car wash, it's worth standing in line for. I might snort a little. Okay, I'm gonna have a camera rolling while we're feeding you sushi. That's disgusting. Have I ever been to the Calgary Stampede? Yes, I have. Let me tell you something, Greg. It is literally a World's Fair. But I'll be honest with you, I haven't been in the last, say, 20 years. I came out years and years and years. I don't know how many years ago. Was the last time I was here, and it wasn't quite as big. But from what I understand now, it's very commercialized. It's very, very commercialized now. It's good. It's still the world's largest stampede, outdoor stampede. But it's now more of a business than an entertainment, right? It really is. That's unfortunate. It really is unfortunate. Hassan, how old am I? I'm 55 years old, man. I'm 55. Do I remember the 2 baseball teams I played on? Yeah. It's fuzzy, but yeah, I remember. Every gas station, grocery store, tire shop here has a taco or barbecue truck. Well, then, yeah. Well, you're in Texas, dude. You can't throw a rock and not hit a taco truck down there. You know. Where is it? Where am I? I'm in Alberta, Canada, man. Cinco de Mayo. Happy Cinco de Mayo to those that are celebrating it today. Chicken Hawk, she has not made an appearance. You're actually here before she is. Usually Stephanie is here before you. I think Stephanie's running a little late this morning there, buddy. She's running a little late there this morning. What do you think? Let's check out. The sun's looking good. You guys had enough of looking at that? I'll bring the camera and let's take a look inside here. You guys can, you poor bastards can look at me for a bit. Hold on a second. Don't worry, Chicken Hawk. See what I'm talking about? The pitted windshield, though. See how the camera focuses on the windshield and the crack, but it focuses on the windshield or on the pits. It doesn't focus on the sun. It's unfortunate. Hold on a second. We'll see if we can get you to balance here. Don't stress yourself, Chicken Hawk. Don't stress yourself. She'll be here. Buddy, she'll be here. She knows she can't go a day without a little piece of Chicken Hawk. Now, for the rest of us, that's not to say the rest of us can go, but Stephanie, she'll be along. I'm sure whatever it is, it's important. There we go. Hold on. Now we're cooking. Hopefully that'll knock off the wind. Apologize, folks. I'll get to the chat, back to the chat in a second here. Oh, Connor, do better. Be a better man, would you? Try harder. Have I ever had a torta? No, I have not had a torta. Actually, I'll be honest with you. I might have had a torta and didn't even know I was eating it, man. T-minus 1 hour. All right, Dave, we got you through the first, I got you through the first hour. There we go. Oh, it's not quite, the sun's not quite as high as it usually is, but sorry, I apologize. At least it's below my eyes. I can see, so I guess that's what's important here. When is your birthday? You know what? That's not important. It's not important. I'm 55 years old. It's you guys really don't need to know when my birthday is. I was born when it was cold. How's that? How's that? This looks like Alberta. Well, Connor, you nailed it. You nailed it. We are in Alberta. It's a Mexican sandwich. Get the Cubans. It comes with everything in the kitchen sink. Well, you know what, dude? I would eat that. Radu, yo, old man. You're only as old as you feel, dude. I'm 55. I'm not by any... Well, I remember when I was 20, I would think that 55 was old. But now that I'm 55, I'm not thinking it's all that old. Hey, why didn't you tell me my beard was crooked? Come on, folks. I'm not gray. Now, don't get the wrong idea. This isn't a gray beard, right? This isn't a gray beard. I drive truck for a living. So as an old-time truck driver, This is called chrome. I'm well chromed is what this is. You try one and you'll never order tacos again. Well, you know what, dude? I'll try that. Taco Bell is the best. Oh, Connor, do better. Taco Bell. You smoke pot? Nope, don't smoke pot. There is no pot smoking allowed in this body, unfortunately. And I say unfortunately, because I would like to be able to use the medicinal ingredients in marijuana for certain aches and pains and problems that I've got with my back and this and that. But unfortunately, I'm a recovered drug addict and an alcoholic, and I do not partake in. I don't drink, and I don't do drugs of any sort. If I go, if I got a headache, I take a Tylenol. If I take, whatever like that. But and anything stronger than an aspirin or a Tylenol or an Advil, I don't partake in that. But like I said, I wish I could. I wish I could use marijuana for its medicinal purposes. Weed is lame. Get high on adventure. Get high on life. That's another lesson that I've learned late in life. I've spent too many years and too much time keeping up with the Joneses and fucking chasing the dollar and, not always having my priorities right. I have. And it's only been over the last, say, 10 years of my life that, I've started to realize that life ain't going to stop for me and let me enjoy it. I have to do it myself. Advise dual action is really good for headaches. Yeah, okay. I've never done that, never thought about that. Getting high makes everything an adventure. Well, I beg to differ on that one, believe me. I've been to the limits of how high a man could possibly be on chemical, and I've been to the bottom. So, no, I will absolutely disagree with that 100%. Well, Chicken Hawk, I don't know if you're agreeing with him or not, but nothing compares to jackknifing on black ice and steering out of it. You do that once, and I promise you, your life will change. Ronald McDonald needs to try a little harder. Try a little harder. Be a little better there, Ronald. Be a better man. Where's the cigar? It's at home in my humidor. This part of the show is sponsored by Dr. Pepper. Yes, we are back on the dock. I love this stuff. Taco Bell says chicken jockey. There you go. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Well, yeah, but hopefully it doesn't kill you, right? That's the best a person can do, somebody can do on a Monday morning. Sad. Taco Bell, I want dude. I can't eat Taco Bell. It's delicious. It's really good. It's terrible for you. It really is. It's terrible for you. But it's really good. But man, I pay a price. My stomach, my stomach doesn't do well with it. Have I tried the blackberry Dr. Pepper? I have not. I've tried a bunch of them. I've tried the cream soda. Dr. Pepper is really good. I don't mind the Dr. Pepper Zero. It's not bad. The regular Dr. Pepper, of course, is my drink of choice. Do I believe Shaggy was a stoner? Jay LaCrosse? Absolutely. Absolutely. And it's funny how back in the 70s and 80s, when that was on, it's still on today as far as I know, but when it was originally out, that wasn't picked up on. Or maybe it was, and it was just, let go. I don't know. But yeah, was Shaggy a stoner? Absolutely. What do you think he was doing in the back of that wagon, right? He wasn't shagging in that wagon. He was probably had a bong the size of Scooby. What's going on? What's going on, Clips? Good to see you. Get the chopper. Shaggy, you can just tell back and look at him. He looks like he's on drugs 200%. Yeah. They even had the eyes, right? He had the stoner eyes. You knew that guy, if that was a live show, you knew that just before they turned the camera on and started filming, he was in the back doing this. Greetings from Birmingham. My daughter loves your channel. Could you say hi? Oh, come on. God Eater, try harder. Try harder. Watching from Bozo Bozo. Where the hell is that? The Antipolo City, Philippines. Fantastic, man. Only stoners can eat that much. Oh, let me tell you. My go-to when I was really, really high, my go-to was a ham and cheese sandwich. I don't know what it is. A ham and cheese sandwich. That cheap garbage ham. You're not even good ham. Just that shit ham. White Wonder bread, mustard, mayonnaise, salt, pepper, ham, and cheese. And not even good cheese, like those Kraft slices, those singles. Oh, loved it. Loved it. Taco Bell is best when you're high. I'll take your word for it. Potato salad was my go-to. Everybody's is different. Everybody, stoners when you're absolutely high as a kite, like you're smoking weed or you're doing the hash pipe or something like that, then you get the munchies, right? When you're a coke fiend, oh man, I'd eat anything in sight. It didn't have to be a munchie. Chicken bacon hits different though. Chicken wings, there you go. Oh, people are getting timed out here. Look at this. You missed my comment. Sorry, Evan, did I miss your comment? Let me scroll up. Hey, have you ever had difficult people lose their mind and try to fight you and talk a bunch of shit that doesn't make sense? Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. But what can you do about it, Evan? Are you going to go get into a fight? Really? Are you going to go get into a fight? Is it worth fucking throwing fists and getting into a fight? It's not worth it. At least not at my age. It's not worth it. Whew. I don't know who this guy, but this channel seems fire. I appreciate that. Thanks. I'm really nobody special. You know what? I just do this. We come out in the morning, we watch the sunrise, and then we turn the camera on and we shoot the shit and chit chat and whatever. You know what? Do me a favor though, if you could hit the like button, I'd appreciate that. Why are all the companies saying slurs? I don't understand that. I don't understand what you mean. What do you mean? Why are all the companies saying slurs? I don't know. Dude, I was meter reading and I had a guy jump out of a truck on Thursday. It was fucking crazy. It doesn't matter where you go, Evan. There's crazy everywhere. And a lot of people, these don't even need a reason. People just get angry for no reason. I've had altercations in truck stops, my front yard. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You're not going to please all of the people all the time. Oh, excuse me. He charged at me like he wanted to fight and then stopped and stood there and swore at me. If he charged at you and you didn't back off, he realized that he'd made a mistake, and that's probably why he stopped. And if the best he's going to do is swear at you, let him swear at you, Never get into a fight. It's not worth it anyways. Run away, if anything. Well, it depends on what the cause, right? I'm not gonna allow somebody to put their hands on me. I will defend myself. That's a big no-no. Don't put your fucking hands on me. Worse than that, don't put your hands on my kids or my family or my woman or my dog or my truck. If you can manage to do that, you and I'll get along just fine. Good morning, fellow wheel burners. Good to see you, Buck Brown. Fuck, I was supposed to call you yesterday. Son of a bitch. I got tied up and then got squirrel, boop, and off I went. So, Buck, I will give this a good call today. Okay? I apologize for that. I was supposed to call you yesterday. Tommy Watt says hi. How you doing, Tommy? Good to see you, man. Thanks for sitting in with us this morning. It's 8:11 in the morning, Alberta time, where I'm at right now. That's Amara. That's me, literally. Okay, I'm doing something, and I got something going on, and then the phone will ring, and I'll get over to that, and then kind of forget what I'm doing over here, and then something shiny, and off I go over there, and oh, let me tell you, I let women put their hands on certain parts of me. Well, don't we all? Mind you, chicken hawk, if you could blow yourself, you wouldn't have any reason, any need for a woman. It's okay. It's probably good that you didn't call yesterday because I have more updates that I didn't have yesterday. Even better. Even better. The Brian YT Show. Man, good to see you. Good to see you, Brian. How the hell are you, man? The beard is coming in nice. Yeah, we're gonna let this son of a bitch grow out because we're gonna be doing the beard shave again this year, the charity drive. So it's a little shorter than usually it is. Usually by this point in the season, it's full, it's out. And then by the time June hits, the end of June, when we do the charity drive, we've got the full Duck Dynasty beard. So I got a late start to it this year, but we're gonna have something to shave off. Buck will be shaving his head. We're doing a mohawk or something this year. I'm sure Dave Edwards will kick in again this year and shave. He'll shave something. What did he do last year? He did his head. He shaved his head and then did his eyebrows. Son of a bitch, eh? And now he just keeps the eyebrows shaved. Daniel, hey, how are you today? Good morning from New Zealand. Welcome to Yes, good, my friend. Daniel, we're doing well this morning. We really are. I've got really not a whole lot on my plate today. It's kind of good. I'm waiting for a couple of emails that are important, but until I see those, there's really not a lot I can do. I'll probably take my dog for a walk today, do a little putting around the house, give Buck a call. I got to give Sterling a call. But other than that, I really don't got a whole lot of shit going on today. I really don't. What's better, Pepsi or Coke? Coke. I just about said Pepsi. I'm doing well, Brian. Life has been rough lately, but we're hanging in there. Well, dude, keep doing what you're doing. You don't do as many lives as you used to do. You used to go live a lot more than you do. I've noticed. I'm subbed to your channel, and I've obviously got my notifications turned on. You don't do as many lives. I noticed that you're doing shorts. You're popping shorts now and then, but I don't see you doing your lives anymore. I used to enjoy those, even though your lives are usually 20, 25 minutes, half an hour. I used to love watching your lives. Coca-Cola is always better. Here ya. I'm in Thailand as well. There you go. You are a long way away, Snake, from me. You are what? Again, 9 provinces, probably 2 oceans. You're a long way. Coke over Pepsi, agreed. Reminds me of the Black Widow in Every Which Way But Loose. Yeah, Greg. Woo. Get to the chopper. Love that. Yeah, but it's way overrated. What, Coke? Zero sugar drinks are changing the game. I'm not going to disagree with you. They have been changing the game. I don't mind the Dr. Pepper Zero. It's not bad. I'll drink it. And I do drink it. I buy it and I'll drink it. If it's on sale and regular Dr. Pepper is not on sale, I'll buy the Zero. I got no problem drinking it. I bet your dad has been very ill. Thanks very. You know what, Brian? I'm sorry to hear that. And if that's the reason that you have not been live, then that's a damn good That's a damn good reason, man. Take care of your family. Take care of your dad. Take care of your loved ones to the best of your ability, man. Always. You know what? Your family is all you got. You can pick your friends. You can't pick your family, right? And if you're close to your family, hang on to them, because we're not all here for a long time. We're just here for a good time, dude. But you used to live in California, Santa Cruz. I've not spent a lot of time in California. I know where Santa Cruz is. I've never been there. But Santa Cruz, I've never been. No, I haven't. I don't do a lot of Cali. I don't. In my career, in my trucking career, I think I've gone through, I've never really delivered to California, but I've gone in, around, and back out for a reason, but I wasn't spending any time there. It's not a clitoris, it's a clitoris. There you go. Toast. I like the way you're thinking. Stand together, ladies. There you go. But you can pick your nose. Denial? Agreed. Agreed. Hey, Will Burner, I'm new. What do you haul? I'm a log hauler from way north Canada. Right now, I haul general freight. I just van freight. But my career has been mostly on flatbed. And I just actually came off the last 2 years of doing heavy haul. But I've done heavy haul, oversize, run anything on a flatbed or combination, double drops, trombones, stretches, anything like that. But now I'm not interested in killing myself at work and work. I'm not interested in working that hard, be honest with you. Brian, I appreciate that, man. You be safe. Go take care of your dad. Prayers to you, man. Thank you. Bro, if the zero sugar drinks mess us up slower than sugar drinks, but the companies can't sell the sugar version. Well, they seem to be doing okay with the Dr. Pepper. They sell a shit ton of it. Ice Road Truckers. I did the 2022-23 season. We didn't have the road didn't freeze last year, so I didn't do the ice road last year. I did it the year before, and that was my first time, and it was on my bucket list of things I wanted to do in my trucking career, and I got the opportunity to do it, and I did. And then I was going to do it again last year, same company. I was going to do it last year, but believe it or not, the whole season was canceled, pretty much canceled. They went in and they built the roads, they put it all together, but the weather wouldn't hold and the road couldn't sustain. And they lost some equipment when they were doing the tests. So there was no ice road last year, and it was disappointing. I was looking forward to doing it again. Bull? Where did I see that? There was a comedian that said that, right? In the 80s, women had bush. In the 90s, they had the airport landing strip. 2000s, clean shaven. 2010 to now, cock. Yeah, there was a comedian, I saw that, man. Right on. Raul is Indian. Well, Raul, if you're Indian, from India, come on in, sit down, man. You are welcome here. Sit down, relax, take a load off. Exactly. Missing your big as weed sticks. Well, no cigars. No cigars for the next little while. Because I worked too hard 4 years ago and had a stroke. Now I spent most of my time in rehab. Snake, sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that. Let me tell you, man, this is one of those businesses. This is one of those industries that will chew you up. I am lucky. For the amount of years that I've been doing this, I'm amazed. I'm absolutely amazed that I am still, upright in most cases to be able to do the job. I can still do the job. But do I want to? Do I want to be doing oversize and climbing up all over equipment and doing, no, no. I did that for 14 or 15 years of oversized and heavy. And like I said, I just came off of a heavy haul job I've been doing for the last 2 years. So now I'm winding it down. I'm winding it down. It's now we're doing just regular van freight. Whatever you can stick in a van, I'll pull it. I don't care. Dangerous goods, hazardous goods, whatever. Whatever you stick in a van, I'll pull it. No, I'll tell Chicken Hawk, I'll call you. Don't count on it, but I'll call you and let you know what's going up with that. See you around, Synopsis Snake. Thanks for your comments. Thanks for popping in. What is your opinion on Tyler the Creator? I don't even have a clue who that is, man. Don't have a clue who that is. No name Bill Murray? No, I'm not Bill Murray. I'd like his bank account, but no, I'm not. Trucking isn't hard work, it's stressful work. Well, it can be both. It is stressful. CB, I will give you that 100%. And with the new rules and regulations that are coming down the pipe every fucking year, you damn near got to be a genius to keep track of it all. So the stress level is high. It is a very stressful job. I don't think there's another industry where the heart attack rate is as high as truckers. But can it be hard, like physically hard? It can be hard. I've done some hard work, man. When you're standing out in Arizona and it's 110 degrees and you're climbing up and down off a trailer and da-da-da-da-da, that's hard. That's hard. Maybe for a younger guy, if you're in your 20s or early 30s, whatever like that. But at 55, man, I'm not doing that. You fucking chicken. You chicken. Well, you got lazy, bull. You got lazy. Decided to go out for breakfast. There you go. MAGA back in action. Depends on Paul. Depends on what you consider action. It really does. You thought I had a Coke straw in my hand. Yeah, the only way you'd ever see me do a line of Coke is off some stripper's ass. And my woman don't like that. So, you know what? We're not doing that. No, wife wanted to go out. That's it. Throw the wife under the bus. Atta boy. I was thinking you're back. Let's party. No, not quite. Chicken Hawk, the provincial and federal and governments of Canada and the United States prefer that I stay drug and alcohol free. Aside from that is I kind of like my life the way it is and the things that I enjoy. And I'm in no hurry to have my freedoms taken away from me again. I kind of like my freedoms. You haven't left yet. You're still waiting on her. Oh, dude, you're gonna be waiting. The live will be over, and you're still gonna be waiting, dude. That's one thing I will give my woman credit for. I do not have to wait on her. If we're going somewhere or doing something, she's out the door probably just as fast, if not before I am. I love a low maintenance woman. I really do. I love a low maintenance. Mind you, I'm not big on all the pizzazz and all the, it's nice when you're going out somewhere special and, you put on the good duds and you spend some time, you do your hair, you do your makeup. I love that as well. But you know what? Well, for everyday life, when you can just throw on a pair of jeans and a hoodie and a ball cap or something like that, I love a woman like that. Time for a good jerk session. Well, you go give that a try. Just remember, son, the thing doesn't owe you money. You don't beat it like it owes you money. Be gentle. Treat yourself right. Use the good lotion, man. Best advice I can give you is use the good lotion. Spend the time and money and get the good lotion. Afro Angel, damn, good to see you, man. How the hell are you? Good to see you again. Hey, man, thanks for coming back. I'm getting to know you guys' names now. It's good to see you. I got to do it with two fingers. Well, some of us are, some people aren't as let's say, blessed as others. My wife is very punctual, except when being spontaneous. My girl is very spontaneous, except when being punctual. It's the other way around. I'm fortunate in that area there that, if I can turn to her at any time and go, hey, you want to go do this? And she's like, yeah, let's go. And we go and we do it. There's no, whatever. Love it. Oil up Diddy. Diddy's getting oiled up daily. He's got no problem with that now. He's probably in heaven. It's the best part. Wibs MC Wobbs. I don't know if I said that right, but man, that's a damn good handle you got there. Love that. Aneem Massacre. Yo, love, bro. Good to see you. No more asking how old you are. I don't care. They want to know how old I am. The more I say my age, the younger you feel, Chicken Hawk. Think about it that way, okay? Diddy getting rode hard and hung out to dry. Yeah, he's getting rode hard and put away wet, isn't he? And he deserves every fucking ride he's getting. If I win the lottery, I definitely got to take you to Vegas with me, man. Jacob, that won't be a hard sell. You win the lottery, and all you have to do is tell me when and where to be, and where to meet you. I'll be there. How many years? Aneem, what? How many years? How old am I? Vicky, how old am I? I'm 55. Mike G, best concert I've ever been to. Damn, man, I have been to a lot of shows. Back in the, I hate this term, I really do, but back in the day, my younger years, probably one of the best shows I saw was The Who. Came out of there deaf as a post. Couldn't hear a goddamn thing for about a week. But it was a great show. I've seen all of the bands I want to see. But I would say, like, music and talent-wise, best concert, like, that I enjoyed, Eric Clapton. I saw Clapton. I've seen Buddy Guy probably 4 or 5 times now. I'm waiting to see Joe Bonamassa. If he ever steps foot in Canada, I don't care where he is, I will go see Joe Bonamassa. But I've seen, like, all of the bands that I really truly enjoy, with the exception of like Zeppelin. Obviously, I didn't get a chance to see Zeppelin or the Beatles or anything like that. I've seen the Stones. There's nothing fantastic about that. But like, I've seen AC/DC. I've seen Crew. I've seen Kiss. I've seen Maiden, Priest, Metallica, GNR. Who else? Van Halen, with Sammy and with Dave. I've seen them both. I've seen a lot of concerts, man. I've seen a lot of concerts. You look 70. Dan Crow, thank you for that. I appreciate looking 70. I hope you look this good when you're 70, baby. 55 plus how much? There you go. I should. You know what, Chicken Hawk? That's good advice. I should probably just get one. I'll get one saying I'm 55, then I'll get one saying I'm 56, or a hat. Yeah, whatever, eh? The most deafening concert for me was Crew and Autograph. Most lively concert, I believe it or not, was Brian. I've seen Bryan Adams. Being a good Canadian boy, I've seen Bryan Adams a million times. Who's better, Aerosmith or Zeppelin? I would say Zeppelin. My opinion, Jacob. I don't get me wrong. I've got all of Aerosmith's musical, their library in my phone. Love Aerosmith. But if you're going to talk like music, it's going to be Zeppelin. I think this guy would be a great co-worker. He'd make the day a hell of a lot of fun. I don't get out much. I've been to 75 shows. Metallica was the best. I saw Metallica 3 times in a row, like back-to-back shows. And I saw them back in the 90s. Was it the 90s? Yeah, it would have been like early 90s. They did a tour and they were with GNR. So one night GNR would open and then Metallica would headline. The next night Metallica would open the GNR. And it was actually, believe it or not, it was out here in Alberta. And they played in Calgary on the Friday night, or sorry, on the Thursday night. And then they played up in Edmonton on the Friday night. So we watched the show here at the Saddle Dome. Then we all jumped in the cars and went up for Friday night to Edmonton and saw the show again. And then they ended up playing in Regina. So we all jumped in the car and that was on Monday. We went out to Regina and watched them again. So I've seen Metallica a few times. Fantastic show. If they came, I'd see them again. I would pay the money and see them again. Joe Bonamassa is not a name many know. Well, no, he is the pinnacle right now. Joe Bonamassa and Gary Clark Jr. are the absolute pinnacle for blues guitarists right now. If you have any doubts in your mind about who Joe Bonamassa is, I encourage you to go listen to a song called Blues Deluxe by Joe Bonamassa. It's about a 6 or 7 minute song. And if you give it a cold, like a really good a shot, and you listen to it from end to end, you won't be disappointed, and you'll know what I'm talking about. Bonamassa is the top for the blues world. Have a great day, dude. Stay cool. Be inside. Hey, thanks, Whoops, for coming in, man. Appreciate that. I look great for 55, man. Sometimes I look great, but sometimes I don't feel great. I look better at 52 than Brian does at 55. You know what, man? I don't doubt that, Buck. Although today I'm doing all right, feeling all right. I'm looking good. I'm feeling good. It's all good here, man. Went to Woodstock 94. That was phenomenal. I didn't go to that, Greg, but what I did go is I went to SARS, right? So I saw at SARS, I don't know how many bands were there, but the main headliners were Rush, the Guess Who, AC/DC, and the Rolling Stones. The funny thing was, the Guess Who put on a great show. Rush put on a really good show. And then I think AC/DC. There we go. Let's go. Sorry, phone call came in. What can you do? Right? But what I was saying was, for Greg, is that AC/DC was the band before the Rolling Stones. They come on and they did, I don't know, about 40 minutes. They did all their hits, right? They killed it with all their hits and everything like that. And then the place frickin' emptied out. The place just emptied out for the Rolling Stones. The Rolling Stones were playing to crickets. It was actually a little embarrassing. To those new to the chat, we don't like whacking trolls, but if we will, if you don't give us a reason. There you go. Just behave. Just behave. It's okay to be weird. Just don't be a dick in the chat. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. Be good to each other. Whatever you want to say to me, bring it. But be good to each other. Be respectful to each other. Buck and Chicken Hawk, and I think Shannon's still in here. She's got a wrench. Camille might still be in here. They will stomp you and get rid of you. I would go see Limp Bizkit, only because I have not seen them, JJ. I've never seen Limp Bizkit, but I would. It would be worth the ticket to go check it out. Randy Jake, thank you very much. Good to see you. Appreciate you coming in here. Show outside in the car. Yeah, we sit it. Well, Vicky, if you were here earlier, what we do is I usually I have the camera turned around and we watch the sunrise, right? Like right now, there's the sun. The sun has obviously come up, but we will sit here and we'll watch the sunrise come up over the horizon. And we sit here and we kind of just be a little quiet and watch the sun come up and have a little chit chat. And then we turn the camera around and we do this. So I'm usually the sun rises here usually about 6:15 in the morning. So I try to get out here around that time, and that's what time we start. And just watching the sunrise. If you can find a better way to start your, well, let's not say that. There's other ways to start your morning that are just as enjoyable. But if you're not doing that if you can find a better way to start your day than to watch a beautiful sunrise. What about Slipknot? I'm not a big Slipknot fan. I'm not. But I've never seen them. Would I go see them if it was a cheap ticket, or if somebody threw a ticket at me and said, "Hey, I'm going to see Slipknot. You want to come?" I'd go. Korn or Slipknot? Korn. I would definitely go see Korn. I wouldn't see Limp Bizkit even if free, but I'd see Nine Inch Nails. Oh, I would definitely. I've never seen Nine Inch Nails. My kids have all gone and seen Nine Inch Nails. I have never seen Nine Inch Nails. That is on my list. Trent, as far as I'm concerned, Trent Reznor is a fucking musical genius, right? He's an absolute genius. I would definitely go see Nine Inch Nails. Chicken Hawk hit it right on the head. We solved the world's problems in here. Slipknot, don't really like them either. Like Nine Inch Nails, yeah. Nine Inch Nails is definitely on my list. Never seen them, believe it or not. Every time, and out of the 6 daughters that I have, I think 5 of them have seen Nine Inch Nails. And every time they were going, I was either on the road or something else was going on. And I didn't get a chance. I would love to. Bro, I sent you that lineup for the Rockville concert I'm going to in just over a week, didn't I? Yes, you did. Lost Mine 25. You can tell a joke here if you want to. I can't guarantee you anybody's going to laugh at it, but you go ahead and take a shot at it. If you had one person to meet in the world, who would it be to have a whole day with? That's interesting. Yeah, that's an actually interesting question. I'll break that into 2. If I could go back in time and spend more time with somebody, it would definitely be both of my grandfathers. My grandfather on my dad's side was a very, very wise man. And I probably would have liked to have spent more time with him. My other grandfather was also very wise man, but he was a different type of man. He was a good timing man, and I did spend quite a few years hanging with him up at the trailer and spending time with him in my youth. But if I could meet somebody I've never met, who would I want to meet? I'd love to sit down with like Eric Clapton. I'd love to sit down with Eric Clapton and shoot the shit and just talk music and talk music really with Clapton. I'd like to sit down and talk with who else? I'd like to say that I'd like to sit down and talk to Elon Musk, but I don't think I'd be able to understand him. I wouldn't be able to. He couldn't keep my attention. Smart guy, but I don't think the way he talks, I'd wander off into space listening to him. Let him try. Yeah, give it a try. I don't know the English language. Well, you're probably doing better than I am. Celebrity-wise, I've met them, and they're close friends. I can't name them publicly. Brian knows who it is. Yeah, I know who it is. I think seeing Queen in the early 80s is one of the best concerts I saw. You know, Greg, I had an opportunity to see Queen and I didn't. Obviously I regret it. Um, you know, that's probably the pinnacle of music. Queen is one of the bands that is at the pinnacle of music should have been. It should be. Yeah. Freddie Mercury, again, my opinion, and I'm not, people are going to start fucking going crazy in the chat here. But my opinion is Freddie Mercury is arguably, I'm not saying 100%, but arguably one of rock and roll's greatest vocalists, lead singers, frontmen. You know, if you want to get into it, like Freddie Mercury was a fantastic frontman. And I think vocally, his range is unmatchable. You find me another singer, another frontman that could, with the exception, I think, like a Paul Rogers of Bad Company, his range again is off the charts. But Freddie Mercury would be the pinnacle of vocalists. I love Tesla. Why not just stand and talk? It's more comfortable to sit. Everyone guesses age. Ibu, I've said my age about 30 times here. I think it's 69. Damn, I'm looking good for 69, let me tell you. Paul Rogers, so many extra unnecessary words. Yeah. Paul Rogers is fantastic. Mark Martel does Freddie near perfect. I've not heard that. Really, I haven't. I really have never heard that. Good morning, bro. Cinco de Mayo, so eat tacos and drink beer. Well, you know what, DeMarcus? I'll eat the tacos. You drink the beer. For every taco I eat, you drink a beer. How about that? Okay, I'll make you a deal. Love tacos. I guarantee you're gonna be hammered. If you're drinking a beer for every taco that I eat, you're gonna be absolutely shit-faced hammered by the time you're done. I don't know what the world record is for taco eating, but you put it up there and I'll give it a try. Tell us a story? Nah. How about you tell me a story? I'll take you up on that deal. You go ahead, Ryan. I will sit there. You bring the taco truck. You bring the taco truck and beer, and I'll match you taco for beer. I drink hooch, so have a high tolerance. I eat a lot of tacos. I got a high tolerance. Smoke weed. Don't drink beer. Yeah. Why drink and drive when you can smoke and fly, right? Healthy, joyful life. Aneem Massacre through 99 cents at us. I appreciate that. 99 cents is 99 cents. Is Brian Brown's dad a stalker? Yes. That's not my dad. Trust me, that's not my dad. Beer isn't the same anymore, to be honest. Jacob, I'm going to have to take your word for it, okay? All I know is that the price of beer is absolutely... Buck, don't do that. Buck, leave him alone. Leave him alone. Let him say what he's got to say. Drinking beer, like I said, I stopped drinking beer over 30 years ago. I stopped drinking, period, over 30 years ago. So when I was drinking, actually the last beer I had, it was just plain old Budweiser, right? Nowadays, you guys got flavors of beer, and you've got the small distilleries, and you guys got so many options and flavors and this and that. And let me tell you, man, the choices that you guys have for beer and even alcohol, like my favorite drink was Jim Beam, right? It was with bourbon. And even now, you look at Jim Beam and Jack Daniels. They got Honey Jack. They got fucking all different flavors of Jim Beam and all that. Like when I was drinking back in those days, and like I quit drinking in '93, Jim Beam was Jim Beam. You crack the top off that, or I'll crack the top off a bottle of Jack Daniels. That's what you got. Right nowadays, son of a bitch, man. You go, you walk into my place. Now, again, I don't drink, but, there's liquor in my home. My girl drinks, and I keep it for, when my brother or my family or my whoever comes over. But you smell of it, and like when they're drinking it or whatever like that. Like whiskey used to just be whiskey. Now it's almost like a liqueur. Good to see you, Freeway. Hey, man, how the hell are you doing? I stopped drinking Bud Light for political reasons. A lot of people did. It's almost pre-trip time. Well, hey, we're in the home stretch there, Dave. We'll get you there. What are you looking at? Your pre-trip. What are you looking at? 15 minutes? Whiskey isn't as strong as it used to be. Well, again, you know what, Jacob? I'm going to take your word for it, man. Oh, excuse me. Whiskey is one of those things that took me on a hell of a journey. I'm lucky I made it back. I'm lucky I was able to scrape my way out of that and fucking make my way back. Free to mess ourselves up, but not heal and use nature. Yeah, exactly, eh? You can go get shit-faced hammer on liquor, but you can't smoke a herb. How funny is that? Have you had your times with scotch? Jacob, I couldn't drink scotch. If you were at somebody's house and they poured you a glass of Johnny Walker or something on rocks or something, yeah, being an alcoholic, I'm not going to say no to free liquor, right? I'm not going to say, absolutely not going to say, but would I enjoy it? No. Scotch is not, they say scotch is for the sophisticated. Well, there ain't no sophistication here, man. I was wondering what time it is where you're at. Where I'm at, it's 8:48 a.m. That one got me, what was that? That one got me to stop drinking. I did 6 shifts, 6 shits, and woke up on the floor feeling dead. Yeah, well, many a time, you go to work hungover. I called my boss and go, I'm calling in dead this morning. I'm not calling in sick. I'm calling in dead. A man and a woman need a marriage license to get married. What do 2 lesbians need to get married? A liquor license. I've heard that. Quit drinking when I got a real driving job. There you go. I've been fortunate. That cheap blended scotch sucks. Well, you're a man of superior taste, Chicken Hawks, right? You're a man of superior taste. So, if you're a scotch drinker and I was coming down to see you and you enjoy scotch and it's your drink of choice, then I'll bring you down a bottle of Johnny Blue because I respect you and I love you. But don't ask me. Obviously, I'm not going to drink it. But even if I was a drinker, I'm not fucking drinking it. I will be drinking the fucking cheap garbage, no-name shit off the shelf. Noah is 2 years sober in April. That is fantastic. Noah, son of a bitch. Good on you, man. 2 years. That's a long fucking time. That's a lot of days, Noah. That's a lot of days. Never mind the years. That's a lot of days. The days add up. The days add up into weeks. The weeks add up into months. The months add up into years. Keep them days. Think of the days. 2 years, a lot of days. Congratulations, man. I'm proud of you. Glenlivet, 21. Ugh. My God. What's that, Dave? I like what? Lafroy? I've never even heard of that. What's that, Lafroy? Did I say that right? I can't even pronounce that, dude. Teeth or no teeth, I can't even pronounce that. I like the smoky flavor. You see, you guys are too sophisticated for a cheap fuck cunt like me. You really are. I'm an alcoholic, so I like, give me the alcohol. I don't really care about the taste. Give me the alcohol. I'm an alcoholic. You want to know what my version of alcohol abuse is? Everybody knows what alcohol abuse is, right? But my version of alcohol abuse is when I see somebody and they get one of those mixed drinks and it's got Kahlua and orange juice and grenadine and shit, and then they put bacon and fruit and an umbrella, and that's alcohol abuse. You're abusing the alcohol. That to me is alcohol abuse. Don't give me a fucking fruit salad with my alcohol. Give me the fucking alcohol. And that's what I would. That's the way I drink, right? I'm not sophisticated in any way, shape, or form. Amish vlog. Amshi vlog. My apologies. Fuck, I fucked that one up. I'm from India. Welcome in from India, man. Good to see you. Do I work out? No. I do not run. I do not work out. You're on your phone though. Yeah, I'm on my phone. Just stay healthy. Don't go to the gym. Lost 20 pounds and live a quiet life. No, well, I don't go to the gym and I don't work out. I don't run. Ask anybody that knows me. They've never seen me run. Ever. Right? Ever. I guarantee you, Buck has never seen me run. Chicken Hawk's never seen me run. Shannon Thomas has never seen me run. My woman has never seen me run. What does that tell you about me and running? We just don't do it. My version of alcohol abuse is when somebody spills a beer. Exactly, Buck. Alex OK from Australia. Welcome in from Australia, man. Beautiful country. Never been there. It's on my list of places to go. I have a daughter that lives in Melbourne. Her and her boyfriend have settled in Melbourne, and I plan to make a trip down there. I say down there, right? But I applied. It is on my list of fucking glasses. It is on my list of places to go and to see. Gets you high and gets you mad, and when you don't get it. What the hell are you talking about? The biggest drug in the world. What's that? Nicotine, probably. Got a day off from the military and relaxing for once. Screen time is 45 minutes average. Well, man, if you're in the military, Canadian or U.S. military or whatever country you're at, you're in, whatever military you're in, if you've put on a uniform and picked up a weapon, thank you for your service. Whiskey and wild women. Funny, my woman is a whiskey drinker. But at least she's sophisticated and she likes good whiskey. I'll give her that. She likes good whiskey. And she doesn't abuse it, so I'm good with that as well. We live in a world where only size matters, and the bigger they are, the dumber they are. I don't know about that. Eric the Great, how big are you? Don't tell me you're a little fuck like Buck. Too fishy for you? You can say it, but you won't be back. I honestly think I think pills over cigarettes. Maybe. You know what? I don't know what you could be right. I don't know what the percentage would be on that. I saw you run in a snowball fight with your dog. Oh, you saw that? Yeah, that got posted, didn't it? Yeah. The little fucker. Yeah, she was standing on the front yard. I was shoveling the walkway, and she was standing on the front lawn, and she threw a snowball, and it kind of missed me. And I turned to her with the camera on, and I turned to her and I said, "If you throw another one of those at me, I'm going to put you in that in that ditch over there," because we had a great big ditch running around the property, and the property across the street had a great big ditch as well. And I told her that if you do. And I'll give her credit. She's got balls. She threw another one. And you're right, Greg. I did run. I also needed oxygen and paddles by the time I was done running. I can't remember you. I can't believe you remember that, Greg. Damn, I forgot all about that. That's got to be at least 2 or 3 years old. Well, maybe even a little longer, maybe 3 or 4 years old. Son of a bitch, eh? When you put stuff up online, it never goes away. If you had one country to go down, what? If you had one country to go down, what would it be? Honest answer. Like if you came down to it, what would be the worst country right now? Well, I wouldn't want to be over any worst countries to be in right now. I have no interest in going to be anywhere in the Middle East. Right? I got no desire to be in Ukraine, Russia, fucking Israel or Palestine, anything. I got no desire to be in any of those. If I could pick any country that I would want to go to, like my go-to countries that I really want to go see, Spain is one at the top of my list. What else? Australia is right at the top of my list. There's a few countries that I would really like to go to. And hang out and spend some time. I enjoy my own country. Canada, Canada is a fantastic country. I've seen most of it, but there's a lot of it, but some of it I haven't seen that I'd like to spend some time. What about El Salvador? I got no desire to go down to El Salvador, so it wouldn't be on a list. I think the two main places I like, if I could jump on a plane right now and go visit, it would be probably Spain, maybe Portugal, Spain, but Spain for sure, and Australia. I would Scotland, Randy. I would have no problem going to Scotland. The problem is, once you fuckers start drinking, I can't understand a goddamn word you're saying, boy. Let me tell you. But would I like to go to Scotland? Sure. Same with Great Britain. Whoa, drop the smoke. Same with Great Britain or like England. Would I like to go to England? If I went to England, it would only be to hang out with Tyke Truckin' and Bog-Eyed Crag Rat. A couple of friends of mine over there. I would definitely go over there. Excuse me. This is my weapon. This is my gun. Great movie. Full Metal Jacket. God is good all of the time. We have free will to believe the devil's lies like Adam and Eve, or to trust in God even in hard times like Job. Thank you for that, Randy. Appreciate that. America is the strongest and richest, but I don't think we're actually nice people. Not too many of us. Jacob, I don't know. That's a whole that right there. What you just said. That's a conversation for a whole new live. That really is, because my thoughts on what you've said there would go. I would have a lot to say about that. Well, we don't have the time. I don't have the time or the energy to get into that today. How much are a pack of smokes here? Depends on what you buy them. If you get them off the reserve, they're cheaper. If you order them online, they're much cheaper. But I think if you walk into the store for a large king-size pack of cigarettes, you're 20-something bucks. Your grandfather was from Edinburgh. Well, you're lucky that we can understand you then. I've met you in person, and I could understand you pretty good. We won't hold that against you. Rank says, Jesus loves you. Thank you for that. Kieran, what's going on? What's up, mate? Man, we're doing all right today. Doing all right. Got a nice little chat going here. 33 people, 71 likes. Do me a favor, Karen, go hit that like button for me. Same with you, Randy and Ray. Go Ranked. Go hit that like button for me. I'd appreciate that. Kieran, good to see you. Bonsoir grand. What country? I'm in Canada. Finally. Okay, Dave, we got you there. We got Dave there. He's over the hump. He's over the hump. Truck is started. Pre-trip is probably on being done as we speak. We got David Edwards with the beginning. He needed 2 hours. Well, we got him 2 hours. There you go. Are you a thief? Not today. Not today. In a past life. In a past life, I haven't been the most righteous man, and I haven't always been the best man. But today, no, I am not a thief. Do you actually believe weed is the devil's lettuce, or do you believe it's just how you use it? Jacob, it's exactly how you use it, right? It's how you use it. Is weed the devil's? No, absolutely not. I think the medicinal purpose uses that they've come to and they've discovered in weed are fantastic. Weed is good lettuce. Tobacco, I'll agree with that. Cosman, I can agree with that 100%. You know your past? I know my past. Believe me. I know where I come from. I know my heritage. I know where I come from. I know the life I've led. Unfortunately, I wasn't a blackout drinker. So when I drank, I'd wake up and I remember every goddamn lousy, creepy, shitty thing I ever did in my life. I'm not a thief, but I am a pussy bandit. There you go. Yeah, well, how's that working with Stephanie there, buddy? I haven't seen her yet. Haven't seen her yet. Oh, I just got to chill. Just got to chill. What are we discussing today? You know what? Whatever you want. Throw it up there. Whatever you want. Guys, mods, do me a favor. Tolga, do me a favor. And Buck, do me a favor. Leave that alone. I'm very interested in what he's got to say. I really, truly am. Nothing's changing. It's the same shit. And I find it amusing. So just let it go. Tolga's hiding in the shadows. You gotta watch him. You gotta watch him. Tolga will sneak up on you. Are you a racist? Oh, come on. Really? Really? I got a YouTube channel where I want everybody. Anybody. I don't give a shit what color you are, what religion you are, what your ethnicity, what you identify. I don't care. So am I a racist? Hell no. Hell no. Yeah. Am I a raging alcoholic? No. Am I an alcoholic? I'm a recovered alcoholic. Trill boy, I'm a recovered alcoholic, but am I an raging alcoholic? Nope. Proud to say, thank you very much. Exactly, Chicken Hawk, we love everybody. Tolga, again, good to see you, brother. Good to see you. Thanks for being here, man. Chat's not the same without Tolga. You got to have a little Tolga in your day. Exactly. Use your real name, you know? There we go. Love me a little Tolga. Subs from Scotland, man, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I'm not a big sub guy. I don't ask for subs. If you throw a sub at me, I appreciate that. Thank you. But I do ask more for the likes. Throw the like or even the thumbs down. That pushes my channel in the algorithm a little better than the subs do. But believe me, I'll take the subs. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Turn your notifications on. We do this every morning, you know. So we just sit around, shoot the shit. Sometimes we talk about the same shit. It just happens. What can you do? Crag Rat is back. Look at that. That's how you come back into the stream. Look at that. That is how you enter a live stream. You kick the fucking door in and say hi. Good to see you, man. Chicken Hawk, I was just busy. Going to have an excellent vacation in soon. There you go. Chicken Hawk always has an every fucking week, every Thursday, Friday, Saturday is an excellent vacation for Chicken Hawk. He's trying to get Stephanie to vacation with him. Deals from England. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. There's a crag rat. He's from England over there. We got a few Brits running around in here. Tega, it seems like so many people base their lives on just trying to make others miserable. You know what? And let them do it. Let them do it. It's all I got. Wants to come in here and make life miserable. Oh, what are we doing? Right? What are we doing? Really? Anybody wants to come in and try to make my life miserable? Go for it. Give it your best shot. Take your best swing. Go for the fence. Right? Go for the fence. I'm telling you right now, go for the fence. Ain't gonna, as long as you're picking on me, you're leaving somebody else alone. That's just the way I look at it, man. Yeah, I know that, Tolga. I stay out of there as well. It's not worth the headache, and it's not worth the argument with her, right? To make it right. So, whatever. They're generally weirdos. Yeah, whatever. You know, we've got one coffee and one Dr. Pepper down, and we've got we came with double barrels today, so we got another one here. We'll finish this one. I'll drink this one, and when this one's done, there we go. We'll call it a day. Manuel Lewis, where is this? Hi, y'all. What you doing? How you doing, Manuel? Is it Manuel or Manuel? Let me say it's Manuel. Good to see you, man. Thanks for hanging in here. Thanks for coming in here. I'm the same way with Canada, dry zero. I've not tried Canada. I love Canada Dry Ginger Ale. It's in my house and I drink it. But have I tried the zero? I've not yet tried the zero. I've not yet tried the zero. Have you ever rode a motorcycle? Yeah, oh God, fuck yeah. I've spent fucking hours and days and fucking years with with a piece of steel between my legs riding. Try the zero, it's much better. I'll try it. I got nothing, like we were talking about it earlier. I'll try it. It's not a problem. I don't mind the zeros. I drink Dr. Pepper Zero. I've tried the Coke Zero. I've never tried Pepsi Zero, but I don't drink Pepsi anyway. What else? I've tried a couple of the zeros. If Canada Dry's got a zero, I don't know why you'd want a zero ginger ale, though. I don't know. Have I tried Barry's Pizza? Nope. I have not. Giro Banks, where's the cigar? The cigars are on hiatus for a little bit. Riley Bout, good to see you, man. Hi, good to see you. Thanks for popping in. Appreciate that. Appreciate the love. Do me a favor, Riley, hit the like button. Bronco, hit the like button there. My sounds like a plant. You know what, Tolga? You need to go vacation with Chicken Hawk. That's what you need to do. A Money, Vernon's Ginger Ale. Never tried it. Never tried it. You guys come up with some good shit. I'll give you that. You really do. You guys all know, eh? You guys all know that if Tolga comes to America or Canada, the poor bastard's going to be pulled in about 75. First of all, he has to go marry Shannon Thomas, right? First thing he's got to do is go marry Shannon Thomas. Once he's done that, then he's going to be spread all over the place. Nice to meet you. You know what, Danielle? Nice to meet you as well. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy day to come in and make a comment and say hi. Appreciate that. Would I rather eat a baby goat or a matter daddy? I don't have a fucking clue. Savage, say I don't have a clue what you're talking about. I'm not eating either. Kenzie Power says hi. How you doing, man? Sources have the IP address narrowed down to the main trail today. Never had a matter daddy. Nope, never had a matter daddy. I don't even fucking know what a matter daddy is. Jacob, good to see you. Hi. Anna, good to see you. Hi. Tolga, it's $10 million USD ordeal. The opposition discounted me and my intelligence. Okay, game on. What are you drinking? Kenzie, I'm just drinking straight Dr. Pepper. I've already had the coffee. The coffee's in, the coffee's gone through, the eyes are awake, the brain is engaged. So now we're just sipping on Dr. Pepper. Time to oil up? Well, give that a try. Let us know how that works out for you. The problem with Tolga coming over here is he's not going to have time to see anything because he's got Tolga, what are you at? Like 100 people now you have to visit? You know you got to come to me first. Then you're probably going to have to do Chicken Hawk, then Buck. Then Shannon. Sorry, you have to do me. Come see me first. Then you got to see Shannon. Then you got to see Chicken Hawk. Then you got to see Buck. Damn. You're never going to get to see anything. You're going to be too busy fucking just hanging out with all of us. You job? Yeah, I job. I knew Shannon was creeping in the background. There she is. Shannon's got a little something for you there, Tolga. Don't you worry. Hello, Father Christmas? Really? Dude, it's fucking May. Oh yeah, Shannon's sitting around. She's probably watching a good fist fight or something like that. Time, bro, it is 9:13 a.m. Jacob, no, I'm in Canada. I'm not in Poland. I'm over in Canada. I live in Alberta. I earned that one. Oh, that was good. Excuse me, but whew. You should have felt that. Like that was one of those ones where your whole body just goes, shoo. It's like, not too bad. Now I'll destroy his world. It's my addiction to power. It's not good, but it makes me high. There you go. Being thinker, what's your body count? Well, son, where I come from, that means two different things. Should we make Canada the 51st state? Good luck with that. Good luck with that. You go ahead and try that. That's not going to happen. You got a better chance of getting Greenland than you do of getting Canada. That's not going to happen. Like I said yesterday, it's just not going to happen for political. Even if the politicians turned around and said, "Okay, yeah, we're going to hand over Canada," you can't just hand over a country like that. It doesn't work like that, right? There's too much red tape and bullshit and fucking blurred lines to have to go through to make that happen. And on top of that, the Canadian people just won't do it, right? They just won't have it. So no, it's not going to happen. Did he say he was Canadian? Yeah, I did. Loud and proud Canadian. Exactly, Buck. Thank you very much. For example, I never sued anyone without showing the patience before. But when the time had come, consequences were obvious and I had to be real. It's the same logic with that. Trevor says, Grandpa, I am a grandfather. I am. Thank you very much. I've got a 2.5-year-old beautiful little granddaughter. So I am a father and a grandfather. Based if true, are you a gun owner? No. No, I'm not a gun owner. I live in Canada. Am I allowed to have guns? No. Susie was asking Brian, would you like a drinking session on Iron Brew? Susie, oh, I'll drink. I'll go tit for tat with you on Iron Brew. But you got to pay for it because it is expensive as hell over here. Iron Brew, because it's an import over here, it is ridiculous. Like for a can, they have it in the cans. I don't drink it out of the can. I drink it out of the bottle. But for a can of Iron Brew like this, an Iron Brew is about $2.75 Canadian. You know, it's insanely priced. And for the amount of Iron Brew that I could drink, it would be like going to the bar, right? You'd end up with a bar bill. It's insane. Government can even more fool. Well, there's two things. The government can fool you, and the government's full of fools. Hi, can I ask a question? Nudist, you go right around. You knock yourself out. How many oiled up deaf guys does it take to defeat one gorilla? I don't know. Where'd your teeth run off to? Well, they took off about a year and a half ago, but they'll be back. They're coming back. We're having a good time with the teeth. Iron Brew, 2 liters for $2. Oh my God. I would love to, but we can't get it in 2-liter bottles here. We can get it in the what is it? The 300, we can get it in the 350, what are these? 355 milliliters cans. And I think we can get it in the whatever the bottles come in, same thing. But no, they don't have you give me a 2-liter bottle of Iron Brew, I'll drink it like all. And then go back and get more. What's your opinion on Canada want to join the European Union? Canada doesn't want to join the European Union. Our fucking politicians is what pushes us to join the European Union. The WEF, I don't think that's going to happen, though. It's not going to happen. Do you drive motorcycles? No, I don't drive them, but I'll ride a motorcycle. Oil up, buddy. Okay, let's try that. Can you say hi? Okay, Winnie. There you go. Hi, Winnie. How you doing? Woo! Mods are busy in the chat today. Astrid, try harder. Do better. Be a better person. Barry James, good to see you, man. Hey, buddy, how you doing today? Man, we're just kicking it live here today. We're doing all right. I've got a coffee and 1 Dr. Pepper into me. When this one's done, I just cracked this one. She's brand new. When this one's done, we'll kill the live. But, hey, you know, let's see what happens. You get 3-liter bottles there. See, well, that's where it comes from, though. It's expensive here. But if Susie wants to pay for it there, Crag Rat, if she's got the pocketbook for it, I would be more than happy to sit down and go tit for tat with her. I'm not afraid of the Tasmanian haggis. Believe me, I'm not afraid. I will not back down from that challenge. Have a water today. You know what? I drink a shit ton of water. After, like, once we're done here and on my regular day, I'm usually drinking water for the rest of the day. Have I ever driven a 53 in New York City? Yes, I have. Darius, I've done it many times through all of the boroughs and the city and out on the island. Let me tell you something, man. New York City, especially the boroughs, you get, you know, Queens, Bronx, Harlem, all that. All of those boroughs and everything were built when we used to pull 48-footers and 40-foot trailers. They were not designed for 53-foot trailers. And our trucks are much longer as well today. So let me tell you, when you're hiking a truck like mine with a 53 around and you're weaving in and out through the boroughs and even through downtown Manhattan and everything like that, let me tell you, you better have your fucking head screwed on straight for that. You better have your shit together when you're doing that. Down south, Toga, bless your heart, means several different things. No daddy never loved me. That's why I am the way I am. Lucille, there you go, baby. There's your shout out. That one's free. The next one's going to cost you. You want another one, you got to throw some money in the bank. Bronx, too many low bridges. It's you know what? The Bronx and Harlem, it's low bridges, but it's also your power lines. Goddamn power lines in the Bronx. Let me tell you, I've clipped, and the fact that the phone, like the power poles, the electrical poles, or the power line poles, whatever you call them, telephone poles, they're all those old wood, big fat fuckers like that, and they put them right on the corner. Right, nowadays, in most towns and cities, they've moved them all back, right? They've moved them back onto the sidewalk, but they're all out on the corner. And when you're trying to make a right-hand turn and get around some of those, you're not only taking up your lane, you're taking up the oncoming lane, you're taking up the oncoming lane of the lane that you're turning into. It's a challenge. It really is a challenge. And I've clipped posts, power lines, you know, just because they're so goddamn low. Now, and these are on truck routes. That's the other problem with New York City. New York City's bad for this. New Jersey's bad for this. Chicago is bad for this. The low bridges in Chicago are off the hook. When I was driving for ET Transport, they had probably 2 trucks a month jamming themselves under low bridges. Like with the new drivers, right? The new drivers, the younger drivers that just don't know the city and they don't know their way around. Let me tell you, they were jamming trailers under bridges 2 a month. At one point, they had to stop going in there with the new drivers. They're really bad for that. Atlanta's not bad. Chicago's bad. New York, New Jersey. Yeah, you can get yourself tied up pretty. You can get yourself tied up pretty quick in any of those places if you don't have your head screwed on tight and you don't know where you're going. Yo, pass up. What's going on, man? Did you see my Metallica AI short, Brian? Brian, I have not seen that. If it was, I'll be honest with you. If it's anything that you've put out in the last 2 or 3 days, I have not seen it. When I was done with, for the last couple of days, when I've been done with my lives, I have not been on my phone or been on YouTube or anything like that. I've given myself a bit of a mental break from the YouTube rabbit hole. You know, I don't have TikTok. I don't have any of that kind of shit. So I had to get rid of all that just because, you know, it just takes up too much time in your day. And I am one of those that once I fall down the YouTube rabbit hole, the shorts, once I fall down that rabbit hole, oh dude, man, I've picked up my phone and you know, it's 7 o'clock in the morning and I'll fall down that rabbit hole. And next thing I know, it's noon and I'm still sitting there in my underwear and socks, you know? So if it's something you've done in the last couple of days, I have not seen it, man. I apologize. Sorry. Tennessee TV, agreed. I can honestly say, man, that I've probably lost days of my life fucking looking at the goddamn screen on my phone. Days that I'll never get those days back. Yeah, Chicken Hawk's being proactive to the questions, to the comments. Quit YouTube. It's better to be honest with you. You know what? I do this. I have an ulterior motive to why I do this. I do this mostly for my own entertainment, and you know, because I get to sit out here and do this and chit chat with you guys and fuck around for a couple hours every day. That's the only reason I do this. Believe me, this isn't a business. You know, this isn't a business. I'm not making a shit ton of money doing this. My channel doesn't make a ton of money. It barely makes anything at all. So, whatever. I do this for fun. I do this for entertainment. It's like a hobby. I have a life and I have a job and a career, and that comes first. This is a hobby. Oh, there we go. Amshi vlog camera is a friend view. There you go. Me and the missus been cleaning someone's house because their son keeps getting ill. Well, dude, more power to you. Thank you. It's okay to stay strong. I'm not a hater. What's 420 said something there. Oh, I got to go back up and read that. Sorry, it went 10 more subs to go live. What do you need to go live nowadays? What do you need to go live? Like when I started my channel, I think in 21, you needed 1,000 subs. Or was it, I don't know, it was 500 subs. It was a combination of 1,000 subs and I think so many thousands watch hours. I don't know what it is now. I don't know what it is now. I think it's, I'll be honest, I don't know. Sterling would know because he's in the middle of building his channel. So I don't know what it is. And you need to be approved. Yeah. Respect, big man. Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate that. Take it easy and thanks for your labor. Well, yeah, when you're doing something good for that, something like that, and you're taking time out of your day to help somebody else, absolutely. Nothing. You can go live with 0. Is it? Okay, Buck's saying 50 subs with limited functionality. I don't know what it was. Like I said, my channel, we started this in 2021. So, you know, they were different. Things were different back then. Tennessee TV, thumbs up and subscribe. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. I appreciate the thumbs up. We gave out a sandwich to, we gave out sandwiches at the homeless shelter. That's good on you, man. I got nothing, I see nothing wrong with charity, one single bit. My channel here every year, not every year, but we've done it for 2 years in a row. We're going to be doing it. This will be our 3rd year doing it. We do our annual beard shave. And it started out the first year, I think there was 6 of us. Last year, there was 12 of us. We grew our beards like way out like this. And we shaved it off for charity. And our charity of choice is the Forgotten Angels. And last year, the first year, we raised $6,800 for the charity. Last year, I think we raised 12,600 or 12,000 something bucks for the Forgotten Angels. So this year, we're looking to break that. We almost doubled it up from the first year, right? We went 6,800 the first year, and then we went 12,600 the second year. So if we could, you know, double that, if we get up into the $24,000 and donations, so that's what we're looking for this year. And we make that's usually a whole day event. It really is. It's a whole day event we do. There you go, Buck. There, Buck Brown put it up. $12,650 we raised last year for the Forgotten Angels. And they will be getting our money again this year. They will. We're going to be making sure that they get their money this year. Every little bit we can do helps. So if you're one of those guys or girls out there that, you know, throws a little of your money around to help out a homeless or help out the shelters or help out the needy, my hat's off to you, man. Thank you very much for your service. Appreciate that. It'll come back to you at some point or another. It will. Lion Gamers, good to see you, man. How the hell are you? Oh, got a kink. Twisted Sprout Ida. Love the name. Love the name. Fuck, that's good. That is awesome, man. Where you guys come up with your names, I don't have a damn clue, but I mean, son of a bitch, you guys got some good shit out there. The handles that you guys are running around with, most of you are young kids and most running around, so that are running around, but keep it up with the names. You guys are killing it with the names. Life is a small creator. There you go. Good handle on you. Thank you very much, Buck. You know what? Shame on me. I should have actually asked you to do that. You've got the wrench to do it. There is the link for the Forgotten Angels. So if you want to know, like when you donate money, like for example, any money that gets donated to the channel, my channel, your super chats and everything like that. And believe me, I don't ask for it, and please don't if you don't got it. But any money that gets thrown in here, all goes to Dave and Cindy at the Forgotten Angels. And Buck Brown is a huge advocate and a spokesman for the company, for the charity. And he donates his time, his energy, and his money to the Forgotten Angels. Lion Gamers, I am an Indian. Well, man, thank you for being here. Chatting about everything. It's all over the place. Dude, I'm telling you. Good little chat here today. You guys are doing well. Personal, it's been on my mind. Savannah Banana, what the hell are you talking about? Did I miss something? Hey, can I tell you something? Oh, okay, something personal. It's been on my mind. Knock yourself out. Tell me anything you want. SGC Clips, what are you smoking? Just a cigarette. Oh, look at that. You're back. Come on back. Thank you so much. Nah, Craig Rat, put him back. Let him stay. 886,000 seconds. That's hilarious. Cast Iron IRL with Honey J Badger. Fuck, what a name. Dude, where the hell did you come up with that? I'm in Alberta, Canada. I'm in Canada. I'm out in the western province of Alberta. Edit. How old am I? Edit, how about I tell you what, Edit? You guess how old I am and I'll tell you. It's good to hear that. Good to hear that, Buck. And I'll catch up with you. Today I will catch up with you today. Edit says I'm 100. Tim Shake says I'm 19. Julian says I'm 59. Tennessee says 54. One of yous is right on. You've bracketed it, but you're not there yet. How many miles does this car have? I don't know what the miles are. It's 105,000 kilometers. So what is that in miles? About 60,000 miles? Something like that. I was 19. I'm not doing well if I'm 19, let me tell you. I'm not doing well at all. Riley Sanders, it's a crackhead? No, used to be. Used to be. 2017. Time to get the hat made. Yeah, I will. I'm thinking I just will. I'm celebrating my 39th birthday soon again for the 50th time. There you go. Julian, you're from the Netherlands. The Netherlands. You're from the Netherlands. Good to see you, man. Is this a truck? No, no, it's not a truck. I'm sitting in a Kia. What is this? A Kia, whatever this is. It's a cube. It's a little cube. No, we're not sitting in a truck. Pass that blunt. Get your own. Eamon, V8 or V6? Big power, big V6, V8 all day long. Montana checking in. Well, brother, good to see you. Thanks for being here. You are 3 hours that way from me right now. Well, the state of Montana is. I'm a vintage cast iron cookware restoration specialist, and I attack anything. So the handle made itself. There you go. You've got the name for it. Let me tell you. My missus is big 40 this year. Any suggestions? Yeah, don't fuck it up. That's the best I got for you. Don't fuck it up. Stephanie is here. Well, for God's sake, Stephanie, it's about time. Chicken Hawk's been running loose through the chat for fucking 2 hours waiting for you. Damn. Awesome. I have a Dodge. I have a Ram 2500 2010. There's a lot of them out here, man. Let me frickin' tell you. Dodge and Ford are the two big ones out here for pickup trucks. And make every moment count with the missus. Oh, he's here. Never mind her. She just turned 40. Keep moving. Hey, there's nothing wrong with a 40-year-old woman. You don't have to teach them nothing. They know enough. They're old enough to know better, but young enough to do it again. They've usually got, they're probably educated. They've probably got a decent job. It's like nothing wrong with a 40-year-old woman. And they know how to love. You get a good 40-year-old woman, she knows how to love. I have a 2003 Ford Focus, 220,000 miles. That's a lot of miles. If it's still working for you though, man, drive that fucker till it's in the ground. Road trip, can you come? Dude, this car ain't moving. I'm sitting here, we watch the sun come up, and this car ain't moving. PMS is a learning curve. Oh, Greg, you are not kidding. You are not kidding. Oh. V12 or your mom. I'll take the V12. Never driven a V12. I've driven a V10. Never driven a V12. Slava Fisher, the older woman is better. Food she cooked. You can't argue. I used to work in an oil boom in North Dakota. Well, if you go about 6 hours that way, that's where the patch is. The Alberta oil patches. That's up there, Fort Mac. Put the new V10 in a 250 at 200. In the 250 at 278,000 kilometers. You can buy the Dodge. I don't know if you can buy it anymore. I think the Dodge Ram at one point used to be able to get it with the V10. It had the Viper engine in it, right? Older women have snacks. Now you're talking, man. That's my language, right? They're smart. They're educated. They know how to love, and they always come with snacks. What's up, old head? Good to see you, Zaire. Thanks for popping in here, man. Get ready to go back to work. It's coming back. 275,000 miles. Holy shit. The Lily, I'm in Canada. Best V8 car? Whoo, Ola May, that's a tough one, man. If you're talking right now, like say North American car, I would probably say Chevy's got it figured out. Chevy's got it figured out with the new Corvette. With that V8 they got running the new Corvette. That thing's a fucking monster on wheels. Dodge has it figured out with the Hellcats and the Demons. So for V8 car, all around performance wise, I'm going to say the Corvette. If you just want grunt for your money, like bang for your buck, you go with the Dodge Demon or any of the Hellcats. First time, where are you at, bud? Slava, like I said, I'm out in Alberta, Canada. If you want a European car with a V8, I don't know, man. Fuck, I don't know. I've not driven the V8s, you know. A BMW makes a fucking good V8. They're slobber knockers, right? They fucking throw oil all over the goddamn place, but they're powerhouses. Other than that, you know what? I'll be honest with you. I don't know. Figured that out. Sorry, JJ, what'd I miss? You missed something. I can't wait for my mail order bride to show up. My wife is going to be pissed, but I won't. Make sure, figured that'll be my first YouTube video. What good way? That'll be a banger. Anything that has the 350 rocket engine couldn't kill it. Yeah, that's if you've got one from back then and it's still on the road today, hang on to it. Monte Carlo with a 454. Agreed. I was talking more modern, right? More modern engines of what we were talking about today. You know, the V8s. But if you want to go back into the V8s, you got to put the 454, the 351 Windsor, the original 350 big block. Jesus, any of them. The 402, the 400, 286. That was a bulletproof engine. You couldn't destroy a 286. Absolutely bulletproof engine. What about the BMW M550 iX Drive? Ola May, I've never driven one. I'll be honest with you, I've never popped the hood on one. I'd be ignorant to make a comment on it because I just don't know. I don't have a clue. I really don't know. If you handed me the keys to one and said to me, you know what, this car will do 170 miles an hour, I'll give you back the car an hour later and let you know whether it does 170 miles an hour or not, because I will. If you tell me it'll do 170, I'm going to find out. I'm just a little cuckoo that way, right? Just my brothers handed me the keys to, the Lexus ISF, and oh, this thing will do 140 miles an hour, and I brought it back and said, no, it does 155. He's also handed me the keys to all the Hellcat series cars, and so I know about those cars because I've driven them. All the Mustangs. The one I haven't driven is the new Vet. I have not driven the new Corvette. No, you'd have to be crazy to give me the keys to that thing. Really, you would. Yes, we did, and it's not true. Does not identify. I do not identify as a woman. Not today. 4.4 liter twin turbo V8, 523 horsepower. That'll put you in your place pretty quick, man. That'll put you in your place pretty quick. That'll pin you to the seat, and if you take off. But it's the same with the big V8s here, with the Hellcats. You put that thing in launch mode, or the Demon even. Like the Hellcat is what, 705 horsepower. The Demon is what, eight something. You put that in launch control, like you can play with it, and you get, so put it in track mode. It's like you're gonna run the quarter mile, and you fucking pin that thing. Your eyeballs are spinning in the back of your head. Let me tell you, they really are. LS Motors all day. Tennessee, I would agree. I think they've got that figured out over there, but they pretty much had to. Because when Dodge came out with those Hellcats, like nobody was buying Corvettes. So they had one of two choices. They could reinvent themselves, which they did. And I'm happy to see that they did. They're going to reinvent themselves with the Corvette. And I'm looking at it now. I don't know anybody personally that has one. Thor, he's got a channel. Thor has one. And he's done some videos on it and done some shorts on it. And it looks impressive as hell. And when I see one going by on the road, you gotta look, right? You gotta look. But the thing I like about Corvette that Dodge didn't do, Dodge went for pure grunt, hardcore horsepower, and they got it. But they lack the handling and performance. Okay, they really truly do. You take the new Corvette and put it up against the new Hellcat, and you run the quarter mile. I think the Hellcat's gonna win. You take them and put them on a track, right? Like say you like a track race, like a closed track. That Corvette's just gonna fucking mop the floor with that Hellcat, and it sucks that Dodge didn't go that far. They just went for the engine itself and the powertrain. They should have cleaned it up and made a performance car, not just a performance engine. The real Jerome, you don't know about that? Well, you don't agree? You think the Hellcat would give a Corvette on a closed circuit track? You think the Hellcat would keep up with that Vet? I think the only time that the Hellcat would have a chance would be on the straightaways. But as soon as you put that thing into the corners, the new Corvettes, these things are fucking race cars, right? And that's what they're built. That's the way they're built. The Hellcats aren't built that way. That's not the screen going wonky, Buck. That's your eyes. They're old. They're old. It's from looking down the hood of that Peterbilt all day long. People was just hearing horsepower with the Hellcat. Yeah, the Vet winning 99% on the closed track. Tennessee TV, I agree with that on the closed track. If you line them up and run a quarter mile, though, that Hellcat's going to win. And I think if you were going to do that, you'd have to use the Charger, because the Challenger is a little heavier than the Charger. Even though the Charger is a two-door car, four-door car, the Challenger is a two-door car, but it's a little heavier. If you're gonna run them down, you run the Hellcat Red Eye, wide body Red Eye, against a Vet on the quarter mile. I think the Red Eye is gonna win the quarter mile. Closed track, not a chance. That's going to absolutely mop the fucking floor with it. Correct. Hellcat is like a woman who went big on her breast enlargement. There you go. I agreed. Agreed. There's, you know what? There's a lot of cars. Never mind the V8 series, but there's a lot of the supercharger, the turbo fucking V6s that are performance, like any of the BMWs, a lot of the Audis. I think that R8. You take an R8 and put it on a closed track, it's going to beat a Hellcat. Just for performance, like just the handling. The handling on that car is absolutely fucking crazy. I'd like to see it though. I would. I'd love to see it. I'm a Buddhist at Rudolph. Hey, it doesn't matter here what you are. I want to see the new 550 horsepower V6 Charger is going to do. I think it's going to explode, is what I think. I think it's going to explode. I think people are going to drive them like the V8s, and they're going to have a problem with that. A Hellcat is a beast, real. I have been in racing 58 years. I never knock a winner. I agree, John. I absolutely agree. The Hellcats are my cars. Like, I'm a Mopar guy. Okay, I love them. I absolutely love them. I will have one day. I really truly will. Love the cars. The engine is absolutely a monster. I really just wish that they would have put the performance and handling into that engine, into the car. I really do. Frosty, I'm not late. You're late, dude. Where you been? Where you been? I would smoke you in a drag race. Hey, you know what, man? Depends on what you're driving. I've got a buddy of mine. I got a buddy of mine back in Ontario, and he's a performance engine builder. And you can have this guy a 4-cylinder fucking car, a 1.2 or a 2.2 liter 4-cylinder engine, and he'll hand you back something that'll run a quarter mile and it'll impress the shit out of you. It depends on what you're driving and how it's tuned, how it's built, you know, shit like that. Fake beard. Yeah, that's a fake beard. I put this on this morning. Did I screw it up? My dream car is a wide body Hellcat, although I hope they don't go up in price. But well, dude, they're likely to stop making them before they go up in price. Every year, Dodge goes, okay, we're ending it. We're not making any more. We're gonna get out of it. And then that year comes, and they sell 1 million of them because everybody's going, oh, they're not making them anymore. But it doesn't work out. Then they end up making them for another year. Then they end up making them for another year. So it just kind of goofy like that. Dodge doesn't know what they want to do. My language. My mommy teach me better. You're entitled to your opinion. If you don't like the language, scroll on. Have a nice day. Thank you for being here. I'll take the view. Thank you for being here. I do appreciate it. But scroll on. Nissan Skyline for the win. For the win in what, though? There's so many different sides. Tennessee, there's so many different fucking sides of when you say for the win. For the win in what? You take a well-built, put together, tuned Skyline. Yeah, that thing's a fucking monster on the street. It is. It's an absolute monster on the street. No cop car in the country will catch one that's driven properly if you've got the guy that actually knows how to drive it. That's the other thing, right? It's not just engine performance and horsepower, and it's the guy driving the car. You can take a complete dipshit and hand him the best car in the world, and Buck Brown's going to come along and beat you in a Ford Focus. Right? That's just the way it is. Toyota Supra or the Nissan Skyline? Diddy, that's I don't know. I've never driven the Supra. I have driven a Skyline. I love building engines of any kind. I have built all kinds, or I raced rally and out crewed Formula One. There you go. Look, good on you, man. That's a pretty cool career or hobby if that's what you've been doing. But to get back to the original question, I would have to say the Skyline. Just my opinion on the Skyline. Chicken Hawk agrees, Skyline. Do I have kids, Sukhwinder? Do I have fucking kids? I have 6. I have 6 daughters, 6 girls. How far could I throw a chicken? Ooh. Don't get it twisted. I'll be in an old 70s Volkswagen Beetle when I do it. Well, exactly. Exactly. You know what? Horsepower, performance, whatever, build, a lot of it does depend on the driver. All-wheel drive Honda Civic with hatch, with 450 wheel horsepower. What do you score out of 10? If you've got that and that's what you're driving, first of all, I'm going to ask you, what did you do to the engine? But you've got yourself you've got yourself a ripper there. You've got yourself an absolute ripper. I got 6 that I know about, yeah. I had 5 that I knew about, and then all of a sudden, one day I got that knock on the door going, hey, how are you, Dad? Oh, damn, how you still here? Yeah, see all the gray? I've earned every gray hair, buddy. I've earned every gray hair. Balance is everything. Power to weight ratio matters, exactly. But I think the driver does as well. You can take a good driver in a poor car that's going to beat a poor driver in a good car. No sons, Frosty. No sons. 6 daughters and 1 granddaughter. I got 1 granddaughter. You would think with that many daughters, when they started popping out grandkids, I could at least get a grandson. Nope. Nope. To date, my brother is the only one that's popped out a boy. My brother's got, he's got the American, or the Canadian American dream. He's got the boy, then the girl. So he's got 1 of each. And he's done. Very wisely, he's done. Just add, what? Just add the screen moved. Just add 1.682 Eagle Rod Wisco pistons to, and a little boost. To what, a Honda Civic? That'll work. My 73 ugly green Malibu with a 383 stroker, total sleeper. Agreed. John, I don't know how old you are, but I'm going to assume you're my age, if around my age, if not a little older. But I remember back in high school, all of us did that, eh? We all had like the 82, 83s, the Monte Carlos, until 85, right? When the Monte Carlo changed and the Grand Nationals came out and shit like that. But everybody had them back then, right? Yeah, everybody had the sleeper. Nobody knew what was under the hood of anybody else's car until they either started it or they took off out of the lot, right? Offside edits, I agree with that. Hellcats are crazy as well. And I that's one thing I do like about Dodge, what they did do. Unlike a lot of the Japanese engines, like when you buy the Japanese engines nowadays, they're complete. They're pretty much complete, right? You have to spend a punt load of money if you want to jack them or move or boost them or anything like that, you know. With the, I think it was really good what Dodge did with the V8 engines and the Hellcats and the Demon. They left you wiggle room that if you wanted to build on it, you could easily do it, and it wouldn't break the bank. It was the same thing that Chevy did or GM did with that 3.8 liter V6, right? They took the 3.8, basically they took a 305, right, V8, and they cut 2 cylinders off it and made it a V6, right? And that's where you get the 305 from. Or sorry, that's where you get the 3.8 from. And but what they did is they left it incomplete. You take those 3.8s, you can, it is, the options are unlimited to what you can do with those. I want a Glock in Malaysia. How to get one? I couldn't tell you. What do you need a Glock in Malaysia for? Really missed the Fox body stroker, and me and my dad built. I love the 80, like the 85, 84, 85, 87, 85 up to 90 Mustangs and Camaros. Like those old, the 84, 85, 86, 87, 88 Fox bodies. Love it. Love. And I wasn't a big fan of that 302 engine, that 5 liter. I wasn't a huge fan of that thing, but they were great cars. They were fun to drive. Fun to drive. I started military model V12 engine generator. Does that count? No, that doesn't count. Sorry. If you can't ride it or drive it, it doesn't count. .3 Chevy engine is the 350 minus. Well, they did the same thing, right? They took the 4.3, they took the 350, chopped 2 cylinders. The displacement is the same, right? Per cylinder. So yeah, the 4.3 is a 350 with minus 2 cylinders. The 3.8 is a 305 minus 2 cylinders. The 302 was a bulletproof engine. 302 back in the, like, you get the 65, 66, 67, 68, the 302s. They used to put those in the Ford F-100s, the pickup trucks. That's what they had in those things. And you couldn't kill one, Ezra. You couldn't kill it. You could run that thing with the pedal matted to the floor in 3rd gear for fucking days, and the thing would not destroy itself. Just a bulletproof engine. Tennessee TV, I agree. And there's a lot of bike riders in here. Buck Brown's an avid rider. I agree. My brother rides as well. I'm not a big fan of the crotch rockets. I'm not. I've ridden 1,000 of them. But I'm not a big fan of them. I'm more built for comfort than I am for speed when it comes to motorcycles these days. Ford 4.6 with Thunder cams is a beast. Ran 10 seconds easily. Thunder cams. Jesus Christ. How old are you, man? Anybody else in here know what those are? What he's talking about? Martin, who cares if anybody's gay? What difference does it make? We're going to go to a repo auction to buy a Hellcat that was bought by a company after being recovered or stolen. You got a better chance of doing that. Get the recovered or stolen than get it from the repo. If it's been repossessed, you probably don't want it. Because chances are, if they couldn't afford the payments on the car and it got repossessed, they couldn't afford to maintain it. And you're going to be looking at a problem. I got a Harley Heritage. Softail. Heritage. Got one in my F-150. There you go, Ezra. I'll stick to my dirt bikes. They were crazy fast. I agree. Can you smoke more than one cigarette at a time? I probably could, but I'm old enough to remember hooker headers. Do they even make those anymore, Buck? Softail, 2009. I thought so. The Isle of Man bike race is insane. I wouldn't do that. It's absolutely fucking insane. Those guys are killing themselves to get up that hill, right? That is absolutely insane. I like the Dynaglide myself. I'm a Softail guy. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not a Harley guy either. I won't buy a Harley. If I was gonna buy a Harley, I'd be buying a 70s or 80s. 70s, not even an 80s, right? I'm going to be buying myself a Heritage or a Softail out of the 80s. I won't buy one in the 2000s or anything up to here. I hate to say this, and we were having this chat, I think, on Moto's chat the other day, on his live the other day, that unfortunately for cruisers, like the cruisers these days, The Japanese bikes are heads and tails built better, perform better, less maintenance, and they're just more reliable than the Harley Davidsons. Harley Davidsons now, man, are like 60, 70,000 bucks up in Canada, right? Up here, it's a brand new Dyna. Up here is 60 grand. 60 grand. Like I'm not paying 60 grand for that. And with the new Harleys, dude, you're riding it for a week, it's going into the shop for 5 days. You ride it for another week, it's going into the shop for 5 days. The reliability and build quality on them is garbage. If I'm going to ride a Harley, now I'm going to say this, only out of respect to Buck Brown, because Buck rides an Indian. What do you got, Buck? I think you got the Scout, don't you? Now, I won't fit on Buck's Scout because I'm too tall. I'd look like I'm, a fucking crumpled up ape. But I can't say the quality of the Indian is the same as the new Harley Davidsons. I think they're a better bike. They're built better. They perform better. And I know that their customer service, that's the other thing what's wrong with Harley Davidson today. Their sales and customer service is horrible. I love mine. I don't like the newer ones, Harley-wise. You're paying for the name, even the States, U.S., for just, oh, yeah, exactly. Exactly. Well, it's along with a lot of other things, right? Tennessee, you got to think about this, okay? All the bikes, and it doesn't matter, Japanese, American, North American, whatever. It doesn't matter what you're buying today. You're paying, if you're paying $60,000 for a Harley, you're paying $60,000 for a computer. They throw the bike in for free. Same with a car. When you're buying a car or like a big truck, a new Peterbilt or a Kenworth or something like that, you're paying fucking $250,000 for the computer. They throw the truck in for free. So the bikes are the same way. They really are. Look who slipped in. There's Tyrannus. Good to see you. When are we going to start deporting Canadian snowbirds? Winter's over. Go home. You want us down there. You need the Arizona and Florida. You need our money. There's more Canadians in Florida than there is Floridians, for Christ's sake. What about the Royal Enfield? You know what, Sadish? I've never ridden one. For information on stuff like that, I'd be ignorant because I don't know enough about them. Really, I don't. Have I ever visited India? Nope, never been to India. Wouldn't mind going. Where am I from? I'm up in Canada, man. Sitting in Canada. Yours is between, the Scout and the Chieftain, but it's still too small for me. The poor gamer kid, I subbed. Appreciate that, man. Thank you very much. Just to get a PACCAR. I would not drive a PACCAR. If you gave me one, I wouldn't drive it. It's only a matter of time before I'm in the shop with a check engine light for one of 500,000 things. Pass the spliff. Just a cigarette. I appreciate the subs. Thank you very much. My little brother left Harley after 35 years. Runs a big Triumph. Triumph. District money, way better. Harley tried lowballing his pay. Harley is not really Harley if you just think about it, right? It really isn't. They're not building the same bikes they used to build. They are in financial trouble. They're going to be in more financial trouble because their diehard crowd is dying off, right? The generation that was the diehard Harley riders are older now. They're my age or older, and they're dying off. And the new generation, they're not buying it. They're not willing to spend that kind of money on a fucking motorcycle. It's not worth it. How's the weather there? Well, here, take a look for yourself, man. Never mind the bugs on the windshield. I got blue skies and sunshine, baby. What am I at here? I'm probably at about 12 or 13 degrees Celsius here. Hello from Iran. Daily Rocket from Iran. Well, man, you're a long way away, but welcome in. With all the dots, I remember Telex era. Dude, you're old. Telex. Very true. Working on newer stuff, you can forget about it. Better to take it to a show. Oh, dude. Back in the day, and I hate to use that term, but back in the day, we used to work on our own bikes, our own cars, our own trucks. We used to work on all that shit, right? But nowadays, I open the hood, like I bought a brand new 2024. It was brand new when I bought it, like SUV. You pop the hood on that thing, I don't know what I'm looking at. Same with the new trucks, whether it be Freightliner, Kenworth, International, Peterbilt, it doesn't matter. You open the hood on that thing, I know that that's a turbo. I know that's an alternator. I know that's a starter. But other than that, I don't have a goddamn clue what it is. I don't have a clue, right? They're all computerized. That's why they're not called mechanics anymore, man. They're called technicians, right? Nobody knows how to fix anything. Nobody knows if there's something wrong with this car, check engine light. The first thing they do is plug it in, right? Back in the day, they'd open the hood and they'd listen, they'd do this, they'd do that, they'd whatever, and then they'd diagnose it, right? They diagnose the problem. Nowadays, they plug it in and they go, dude, I don't know what the hell I'm looking at. I really don't. Bring back the old B model cat. Me and Brian would agree on that. I got no problem with that. Fuel mileage on it sucks balls, but you can throw a chain around your house and rip it off the foundation. Love it. Could buy a backer case XNC in 3 days. You rolling? Well, that's the way things are back then, not now. I work on heavy equipment and trains for a living. You have to have 80,000 worth of programs to work on them. You know what, Ezra? I agree. Like if you look at like the truck engines today, like the shops like Peterbilt, like, you take it in there. Those are all young kids in there these days, and they're all computer savvy, right? They're all computer savvy. They've all gone to school. They all have to go take upgrade courses every couple of years because the technology on the computers all change so quickly. You know, if you owned a 60 series Detroit anytime between 1980 and 1999, you could work on that truck in your driveway by yourself, right? Nowadays, not a goddamn chance. I've got in my Kenworth, in my Freightliner, I've got a DD15 Detroit. I can't work on that. Yeah, okay, I can move a fuel line. If there's a problem with that engine, I don't have a goddamn clue what to do with that, right? You got to check engine light, and then you go through the computer and scroll through the codes. Then you make a couple of phone calls, and you might be able to diagnose and get an idea of what's wrong with it. But it's not until you can get something plugged into that thing, right? And let that technician, not the mechanic, right? Now, if you want to call them mechanics, there are R&R mechanics now. Remove and replace. They don't fix anything. They don't repair anything. They just remove it and replace it. Simple. Done. Shantos, good to see you. Thanks, man. Infected Paper says hi. What's going on? I sold it in 94. I bet you wish you had it back now. Plasma Shot 45. What are your thoughts on Oscar Mayer Wiener car? Hey, man, you put a fucking Hellcat engine in it and I'll race it. Oh, that's it, man. The last of the Dr. Pepper. Who did you drive for? My dad drove for a couple of companies, big and the Postal Service. I don't know where you are. Obviously, Tennessee TV. You're probably down in Tennessee. The companies I've driven for are all Canadian. And they were all small, with the exception of like Transex, which is a major carrier, a big carrier in Canada. Any of the other companies I've driven for, you'd never heard of. Make air starters great again. Yeah, you go give that a try, Buck. Let me know how that works out for you. I'm looking at a 600 cat in a Peter car. You go get that. You're probably, if you've got a 600 cat, you're probably looking at a 6NZ or the early C15s. That's probably what you're going to get. Or maybe not the 6NZ. Maybe that you might have a 3406 in that. It would probably be if you got a 3406. I hope you get the B model. Really, you only joints and shit. Whoop, whoop. Wheel seals, all of those stuff. Can't you fix a truck? You can't fix a truck anymore. You can't do it, man. It's just impossible. Yeah, Tennessee, my dad had a tire blowout and took his right eye out. Crazy story. I'm very fortunate with the amount of miles that I've driven. I'm telling you right now, I've had blowouts on the back, and I've had a front go flat, but I've never had a blowout on the steer. I've been very fortunate. You like older cars, like a 70s Chevelle? Oh, Ben, you're talking. Now you're talking. Give me an old 70s Chevelle. Yeah. 60, 65, 66, 67, 70, 71, 72. The Super Bs, the Roadrunners, the Mustang, 65 Mustang, 67, 68, 69 Camaros. Fucking love them all. Absolutely love them all. 99 bought new custom large car. Been in 3 magazines. I'd be interested to see that. Half of being a mechanic these days is how much you can stand looking shit up before you send it to Rush. That's exactly right. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm so sick and tired. So absolutely sick and tired of, like, if my truck goes in the shop, the guy plugs it in, and next thing you know, he's going to his buddy, come here, take a look. Next thing you know, there's 4 guys standing around a fucking computer trying to make heads or tails of what they're looking at. My first car, 66 Chevelle. Oh, again, John, I bet you wish you still had that, man. Red rum. Hello, my little lemon drop. Woo. You feeling sexy this morning, are you, Red rum? Murder spelt backwards. It's really hard, can't blame them, yeah? We are actually from the same country. You and Tolga? It is sweet, belongs to True Grit, a long time, my friend, yeah. Mr. Chris, what up, gangsta? No gangsters here. Did you know that if you would send me $25, I'd be willing to take it? You know what? You know what, John Johnson? Funny, you know what? Me too. I tell you what, John. You put $25 super chat in here and I'll send it back to you. Give me a $25 super chat and I'll throw it back to you. Send him 50 and he'll send you a middle finger. What are my plans for today? Well, I'm gonna shut down the stream here in a few minutes, and then I don't know. I'm gonna go take care of a couple things at the house. I got to take the dog for a walk. I got to check in on the truck and see how things are going. Make sure things are going well with the truck, because we're gonna be trucking again shortly. So we'll have to see. Not sure what we're gonna do. Not sure. We got 10:14, so we've been going almost 3.5 hours here. You know, the mouth gets a little tired after 3 hours, 3.5 hours of talking. I'll be rolling the next 2 hours still. Well, if you ain't rolling, you ain't making money, buddy. You know that as well as I do. Tennessee TV, appreciate that, man. Turn your notifications on. We do this every morning. I usually do this 6 days, 5 or 6 days in a row in the morning, and then I'll take some time off. I'll take a couple of days, 3-4 days off, and then come back and we do it again. No, look at that name. Holy shit. Net Pro Professional Tutorial Institute said hi. Man, hi. Oh, it's Health and Sciences in Zambia. That's a hell of a name you got there. I learned to drive in stolen cars. Now I have a CDL. Funny enough, though, Tyrannus, and I've told the story about it. I got my CDL. I took my license when I originally got my CDL license in a stolen truck. I had help, but it was in a company truck and it was a stolen truck, and I was able to steal the truck technically, go to the drive center, take the driving test, and bring the truck back before they noticed it was stolen. Never went to school. Never went to school. The only thing I had to do back in those days was I had to spend the weekend, I had to take that weekend course to get the Z endorsement in Canada. That's the air brake endorsement. but never took a class. Nowadays, you're going to school. You got to take a class to get your CDL now. Tennessee, great to see you, man. Absolutely pleasure to see you, man. Good questions, good comments. Stephanie, you're back. Oh, where have you been? Because I noticed Chicken Hawk vanished at the same time. So you two been in the back room. Come on now, Stephanie, spill the beans. I know you're not supposed to kiss and tell, but you can tell. There's just you and me here. There's nobody here, you and me. Throw the dirt on Chicken Hawk. Let's hear it. It's kind of sad. It's all way harder to work, and the only real benefit is to get a little better mile per gallon, and I guess lower emissions. Don't kid yourself, man. Okay, before I had this Freightliner, right? I got a 2020 Freightliner. I bought it when it was 8 months old, so I didn't buy it new, but it was already 8 months old. Before I had that, I had a 97 W9, and it had a 12.760 series Detroit engine in it. And the emissions on that were just as good as the emissions coming out of these new fucking engines with all the emissions crap and DPF and all that. So, am I saving the environment by driving an emissions truck? No. As compared to, say, the 60 series Detroit? No, absolutely not. You want to get into the older, like I was saying earlier, the 3406 Cats, the the N14 Cummins. Those ones there put out some emissions, but I'd take those old engines all day. I paid $500 in Louisiana went straight to Utah. Had to pay another $500. Their chit chat back in the 87. There you go. I think the course was like $150, maybe $200. I can't remember. For the Z endorsement, for the air brake endorsement, and I think it was $75. It was $75 for the written test, and I think the driving test was another $75 or $100 or something like that. You know, I got the whole shebang, everything, the written test, driving test, and the Z endorsement, the air brake endorsement, for probably around $300. Just back from beating my autistic son. That is awesome. You are very classy. very, very classy. Bonjour, frère. Bonjour. Hello, brother. Well, how the hell are you, man? Trust Swift TV. Good to see you, man. Thank you. Only way learn right. That's the only way to learn. Love freedom. Yes, I see this. Well, you know what? If you snooze, you lose, Steph. What can I say? You snooze, you lose. Any advice on stealing copper and catalytic converters? Well, why would I give you advice on it if I'm doing it? Stay out of my pond. Stay out of my pond. Can I say something? Yeah, go ahead and say whatever you want. Jason's YouTube, how you doing? Man, I'm doing all right. I'm just getting ready to shut this shit show down. I've got a couple things I'm going to go take care of and hang out the rest of the day with my pup. And then we're going to go pick up my girl from work. Have some dinner. That's my day right there. If I'm ever dumb enough to buy another truck, I'm going for a Volvo for comfort like a Goldwing. You know how many times I've said that, Tyrannus? Not that I'd buy a Volvo, because I did buy a brand new Volvo in 2014. But let me tell you something. Do you know how many times I've said those words? If I'm ever dumb enough to buy another truck, and then went out and bought another fucking truck. Oh my God. I'm going to hold you to those words. Volvo, the Volvo gang. If you know what, Tyrannus, if you're gonna buy a Volvo, import one. Don't buy one from here. Import one. No more trucks for me, Buck. You and me are on the same page. When I'm done with this Freightliner, no more buying trucks. We're done. What time is on your country now, man? It's 10:20 in the morning, 10:20 a.m. where I'm at right now. I need money for TRT money. I need copper for TRT money. Well, go get your own copper. Don't be stealing mine. Anyway, boys and girls and ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me today. You make sure it's a white Volvo, right? And close your curtains and make sure you're sitting in your white underwear. You know, white Volvo back row with your underwear. You get on the CB and talk dirty. Everybody does it. Everybody does it. Well, I did it. My Volvo was white when I bought it. We all did it. Don't be ashamed. Be proud. Remember to call me. I'll be driving a few. You know what? I got to take the pup home, and actually, I got to give him a quick walk, and then I will give you a call. All right. Have a happy Monday, Stephanie. It's a pleasure to see you as always. Thank you so much. Good luck with Chicken Hawk, and guys, we will talk to you later. John, appreciate. I love having you here, John. I love talking about old cars. I love talking about old equipment, stuff like that. Appreciate your knowledge and experience and what you were saying here today. Thanks, man. And with that, guys, have a good day, man, and I'll see you down the road, eh?